we're live. And hello everyone at home. Here it is the Hougeki Heroes campaign where we are following another tale of the Wickermen. And tonight we have Jay, Jose, Phil, and Hedge. Pod's unfortunately not with us tonight. We'll see if they decide to come along a little bit later. But right now, how's everybody doing?
My
Good.
stomach's feeling a bit better now that I'm done puking.
There you go. Hey, when you puke it all out, usually it feels a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. J2, you ain't saying anything.
We're living life.
Nice, Phil.
I'm not dead.
Hey, we take those. And then Jose laughing there and saying he was good. So, everyone, I take it
I
y'all.
like how Phil was already getting into character as Finn. We're not dead yet.
Yep. Well, on that point, everyone, I guess we'll just get right into it.
Mm-hmm.
As we last left off, everyone decided that it was time to not only for Varys to go back and visit his mom and all of that, but it was time to break into Koalave's penthouse. And then they decided to, and they did so very, very successfully. With a plan concocted mainly through the powers of Finn, Amelie, and Yagu to a ridiculous degree, frankly, with Phil rolling for Finn several rolls that were over 20s on the say after the modifiers. Did you hit a 30 at one point?
I rolled a 40 at one point.
I'm sorry, it was a 40. My mistake. It was a 30 on the say after normal modifiers, but then passing out a trace made it a 40. That's the Vax Vox Machina bullshit, and you know it. But yeah, with that, they managed to sneak in and obtain many things from Koalave's penthouse, including a book on ancient Galred, a book on ancient history, a shipping manifest, a letter. What else was it that I told you to add to your notes?
Are you asking me?
Yes. There was one other thing. I cannot remember what it was.
He found a note in a secret compartment that says we have found something that's an entranceway to something older, and we can't get in. We need something bigger or
Yes, the
stronger
second
that we
letter.
can't smuggle.
The second letter. Yes, yes, yes.
I also found a figurine of like a raven.
Yes, you found the silver raven figurine, which basically can come to life and give you a second familiar for 12 hours at a time. And it will magically heal. Say if it is killed, it will revert to a statue form and return to you. Which is actually a really damn good roll. Phil was knocking it out of the park on that shit the other night. And then after that, the party found themselves in a lot of trouble. As after discovering that his penthouse had been broken into, Koalave decided that he was done playing around and put out warrants for the arrests of every member of the Deep and everyone associated with them, which, given that Azura was standing there next to them, meant all of the Wickermen, as they decided to fight through the streets of Galrin itself, trying to get to the nearest entrance into the sewers to be able to get out. They were then met on the field of battle by Vanna herself, the most powerful woman in Galrin in terms of actual raw magical power. But they were very lucky that they had a couple unexpected allies join them in the battle, namely being Johnny and Plastique, who then decided, with the latter, selling all of them to get into the sewers. As they then plop down, everyone is now meeting inside of this. They're mere seconds after one another, down here in the sewers. You landed on an area that seems to be moderately hard. Everybody, nobody took like falling damage just because you slid. But if you're wearing anything nice, well, now you got stuff on it. So yeah, that is where we have picked up, everyone. So, the floor is yours. Y'all are now in this sewer area. You don't quite recognize it, but you do see it around. Azura is down there. Everyone is down here basically y'all decided as soon as y'all started sliding down, everyone gets out of the way. That way the next person wouldn't land on top of them, kind of thing. And yeah, the last person who slides down is in fact Plastique. Well, I didn't expect that to kick off as quickly as it did. Is everyone all right?
Yes.
I am good. Is everyone else okay with you? Amelie, Yagu, you guys came in last.
Yeah, barely made it, but still made it nonetheless.
Yes, because somebody thought it was a good idea to start firing off spells at my sister.
Look, I almost had all of them.
Almost.
It was a worthy attempt.
You're lucky though. Vanna was apparent as I must have been holding back. I'm surprised she didn't drop a force cage on one of you.
What I want to know is how fucking cool. I want to know how Koalavi knew it was us, and I want to know why y'all helped. How you knew.
What, she didn't tell you? As she looks over at Azura.
Hey, Azura, you know that ledge over there?
You know how some of the stuff I've gotten you were surprised how much we had gotten? Yeah.
Can I walk up to Azura with a big smile on my face and give her a hug?
Yes. Why are you hugging me?
Can I smack her up the head while I'm hugging her?
You roll for attack and advantage.
Okay.
Wait, so you knew these people were coming?
No. But who's that to? Is that to Azura or Plastic?
Yeah, it's to Azura.
Azura, no, it was more so
Unarmored
that they've been helping us out. They've been helping us try to avoid it because they know that we're not behind all this shit. Well, of course,
24.
24, yeah, that absolutely fucking hits. Like, there's no shot that doesn't hit. Uh, well, of course we do, Lau. As y'all see Johnny walking down, basically spotless, by the way.
After I whack one, Azura, I'm like, you couldn't tell us earlier? You know, it would save us.
Wasn't my place to tell, shit.
Not you, her.
Oh, yeah. That I was a little bit surprised at myself, but hey, I
It
wasn't
would have.
gonna fill you in if she wasn't.
It was gonna save us a lot of time, you know.
Yes, but also it could have tipped y'all's hand. Before, if y'all were, say, if it looked like y'all were working too closely and then all of a sudden disappeared, it could have gotten Plastique in trouble. Admittedly, she's right.
I thought I was the idiot out of all of us.
Well, no, well, in some way you were. You broke into Koalave's penthouse. Seriously? What
Hey,
happened to the weight on that and the trying to make sure that nobody knew?
theoretically, that's what I don't get how he didn't know because he was distracted. He wasn't in his penthouse, and I'm pretty sure Finn, when you went in, nobody saw you
No one saw me, but I did leave it all messed up because I thought that was the plan.
because you were trying to
It
draw
was
guards
the
away
plan.
from. Yes.
But apparently it worked too well. Apparently, uh, Koalave has something where Aze has triggers on certain things in his office when they're opened. They send a magical notification to him. It
I
must have
thought I
just
disarmed all those.
apparently there are one. I would say apparently it's when things are disturbed rather than just. I would say it's more of a magical trap rather than a physical one. I would guess. By the way, there were certain traps that you could not have disarmed because it would have required a dispel magic. And you would have had to require detect magic to detect them. You disarmed every physical trap, but there were notification systems magically. They weren't like magical defenses, but it was more like a silent alarm.
Or you would have needed to detect traps, probably.
Yeah, no. Detect traps wouldn't have done shit.
Doesn't detect traps detect magical traps as well?
I don't think it detects things that are purely magic in Origin. Because these are basically like the equivalent of completely magic silent alarms. And they were specified only to notify Koalave himself. So yes, as a result, Koalave decided that he did that. Apparently, he had just gotten done with the meeting with the High Priest of Veyron, which I'm going to guess was your doing.
I'm assuming she looks at me.
Yes, she does.
Helps to have friends in high places.
It does. Not where you're going.
No. I still don't get how he knew it was us. Why he would pin it on the deep.
Simple. I think I think someone saw you guys and your friend around that thing the other night. I think he's using that as y'all had some sort of information on it, and he's trying to cut any loose ends to it.
No one did see us there. So if his report got into Koalavi's hands, he could probably figure it out.
Oh, he does receive all of the reports for that kind of thing, and there was probably a witness who y'all didn't talk to that probably saw Miss Marr in here. Okay, look, I tried to be stealthy. Yeah, well, you failed. Alright? And now that's not the problem. The problem is now is that all of you are wanted. You want a way to clear your names, you find some way to either kill that thing, or you find whatever the fuck Koalave was looking for, and you prove that there was something down there. Catch him with that, you could you could find that thing, potentially kill whatever the fucking monster is.
Yeah. Finn, did you find anything up in the office?
Hand over everything I found.
Plastique extends her hand when she sees the book. Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Can I read it as well?
You cannot.
Isn't it an Elven?
Not.
That's
Finn
the
could
book.
read it because he was reading comprehend languages. He had comprehend languages on.
But I can read the other documents, right?
You could read all the other documents because all the other documents in the Elven, but
Yeah.
you do not recognize the
The
thing on it.
signature.
No, you
Yeah.
don't realize the language. You've never seen it.
No, the no. So correct me if I'm wrong. There were two letters in Elvish: the
Uh-huh.
shipping report and the shipping instructions, which I can read.
Uh-huh.
The third letter, the one from who was talking about sending the thing, that was in Orcish, I believe, right?
That one was in Orcish.
So I can't read that.
You cannot
I'm just
read
trying to
that.
make sure so I can get it with my notes. Okay, third. What was the book written in? Does Phil know?
You have no idea. And neither does and Finn wouldn't either. He would be able to comprehend it because of comprehend languages.
Doesn't
But
comprehend language
with
tell
it
you what the
being
book is?
offline, he would not be able to understand it. He would not recognize it either. I'm not even going to have you roll, Phil, because even on a natural 20, you would not know what it is.
Okay.
And comprehend language doesn't tell you what the language is?
No, it just says you understand. Doesn't say you identify or like know anything. You know the literal meaning of any spoken language you hear or read.
Mm.
As then you'll see, like, so did y'all hand the book over to Plastique?
Yeah.
She takes a look at it. It's like, not everything in this kind of origin was destroyed. You all know what this is?
I'll read it.
It's written in Netherese.
I don't know who they are.
This language has been supposedly extinct for over 10,000 years.
Is that like pre-underground?
It's supposed it must have been written from someone in the Underdark who could say who was deciphering things from the old Netherese Empire.
Wait, hold on.
It would explain why Koalave thought, say,
Hold on. You're saying that it was so this book is older than when Drow lived on. So you're saying you're saying this predates us living underground, and someone who lived underground wrote a book that was about an ancient civilization for them.
Possibly. I mean, it's definitely from we've been living on as a drow had been living underground for tens of thousands of years, multiple tens of thousands. We only recently came to the surface in the past 2,000 years with the incursions and the burial.
What is the burial again, Hyper?
The burial was when they decided to when the Urali basically did a mass undertaking of collapsing all the tunnels to the underground. To the Underdark. Basically trying to cut off a majority of the drow population, that way they could control them from the surface. That's why
What do
that's
you,
why the people underground are called the buried, because the event is called the burial.
Plasti, what do you know about reveries? As
Argus has
Argus
filled
mentioned,
me in as little as little as he would allow me to. As little as he would clean me.
uh, we, you know what God Razor is, right?
Yes. He's told me what it is. Are you saying that there's one here? There's one in that tunnel, isn't there?
Yes.
Son of a bitch! As you see, like her like throw an Eldritch Blast, like which basically which like hits the water next to her, and like sends like a like eruption splash off like away from you guys, but it basically like splatters the far wall. You could tell that hit much harder than Johnny's.
I think if one of you can read that book, I think I might have an idea of what's
I
down
can.
underground. Okay. I think I might have an idea of what's down underground. Uh, can you look for Walka? Anything to do with him in that book?
As she opens up the first page, yes, I can. It mentions him on the first page.
I had. And does it mention anything about a bracelet? Stone bracelet.
I have to take more time to read it, but time isn't something that we have. I can skim for some of the better parts, but you all need to get down. If Koalave has started to press, there's only a matter of time before he gets into the sewers. You need to evacuate your people, Azura, and find a way to get it. Plus, while everybody's distracted topside, this is the perfect opportunity for you all to go down.
I look at Azura and I say, get Marilyn to my mom somehow. Doubt they're gonna look for a kid there.
If you don't, I can actually arrange that one if you don't mind. Johnny. Aisha? Get the children to, say to Obsidian. Tell Jet, tell them that, tell them that Lady Plasia is calling in a favor.
You know my mom. God fucking damn.
Are you kidding? Why do you think you didn't get in as much trouble as you would have as a kid? I also knew who your dad was.
Why does everyone in this fucking
No,
city
it's
know?
not everyone who knew. Frankly, your mother also asked me not to tell anyone. Who do you think? Who do you think was covering for Argus when Danis was trying to ride his ass? Because you know it sure as hell wasn't Einar or Mord.
I'm not angry at you.
Varys, I'm sorry I couldn't be more of the friend that I should have been. Say that we could have been, and I'm sorry for having that sort of secret kept from you. But it wasn't my place to tell you.
Plastic, I'm not
I
bad at
could
you.
help keep you out of trouble though from time to time, and I did my best to make sure. Why do you think it never quite? Why do you think Vanna doesn't actually know that you're the one who broke all the instruments of some of the useless citizens?
I'm not angry at you, Plasia. I'm not mad. I'm just frustrated at a dead person right now. But that isn't the most of my worries right now. My worry is getting
Yes, we'll talk about Danis later. I might be able to tell you some things that Argus. Well, I said that Argus Your mother and, well, more than I know.
Well,
What to
my
say.
mother and Argus need to have a talk. And that's something that...
What I wouldn't kill to be a fly on that wall. Well, alright. Let's go. We need to evacuate your people. Now.
Who has the papers and stuff I got?
Currently
You-
Varys does.
Yeah, I have them. Do you want me to get? Do you want them back, Phil?
Yeah, as long as one of us has them.
Uh, I also show the papers to Plastica. Is
If
there
you
anything
don't
here we can-
mind. Actually, why don't one of you hold on to them? As safely as I do think they would be with me. Don't want to risk any sort of situation of me being searched.
Is there anything we can? Is there? Do you know if there's anything here that we? What is it? Is there anything here that we can use to pin down Kualave?
Problem is that they wrote this intelligently. Most of this is written more in hearsay and nicknames, as if someone was trying to frame Koalave almost. But it's very obviously addressed to him. Basically, it's good supporting evidence, but we need something concrete.
Have you seen Kolave's handwriting before?
Yes.
Can you identify to me which one of these are written in his hand, please?
As he looks at it, and as she looks at it, it's like, only one thing on any of these is actually written in Koalave's hand, and it's the signature for the shipping manifest.
All right.
Tying the three together is important. It can prove, it can basically get to the, if we were to put him in front of a jury, it would be hard to convince a jury that these three things aren't tied together, given the recent monster, which, given the fact that he read a book and written in Neverese, I'm gonna guess that it's a fucking tomb tapper.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Mhm.
That fucking serpent. By the way, if anybody gets to kill him, get in line. Alright, well, let's go. As Plastique just starts walking off, but Azura does stop Varys. It's like, hey, I'm sorry for not telling you about, well, that partnership.
I'm. Let's deal with it after everything's done.
Yeah. Well. Holy shit, that felt good as a sneeze. Oh my god, y'all couldn't hear it? I'm surprised if my neighbors wouldn't think I'm fucking dying right now. That's how loud that sneeze was. Yeah, Pod sounds like Pod will be here in the next 5 minutes, so I'm gonna wait actually for the next part until after Pod gets here. That way we can all like be settled and whatnot.
Yeah.
BB bathroom then.
Yeah, everybody take a quick bathroom break, get some water, get some snacks, that kind of thing.
Do I throw some chicken nuggies quickly into the air fryer?
Yes, you can.
Microwave.
No.
Fuck off.
Jay, I will take. You know what? I love all the trolling you do, my dude. But why the? I want
The
my
worst part
chicken
is that,
nuggies.
that one I don't think he's trolling.
No, I know that, and I want my chicken nuggies to be crunchy. How is a microwave gonna crunch up my chicken nuggies?
I
They're so
tried
much
microwave
better.
chicken tendies at the office the other day for the first time in years, and oh my
they were so
god,
good.
it was fucking awful compared to the air fryer.
That's cap. That's
Like
cap.
the
Cap.
meat was so much more tender in the air fryer. It tasted rubbery, it tasted shitty, it tasted like soggy.
You didn't cook it right then.
I cooked it how it said on the package.
Your microwave is broken.
It was the office microwave, bro.
Broken.
It's not though.
My
Nah, you're
microwave
fucking
cooks me
crazy.
perfect.
No, that's not how that works.
My air fryer makes them all gross.
No, your air fryer makes them delicious. Your microwave makes them gross.
This is coming from a guy who thinks Faker's the GOAT.
I mean,
He is the goat, you absolute troll.
Okay, I'm back.
I am pretty. I will have to on my chicken nuggies in a bit.
Yeah, I know
Preheating
you
the
will.
air fryer.
So we left the book with Plastique though, right?
Plastique has the book because she's the only one that can read it. If you can't tell, it's because she has say witch sight, which is an Eldritch
I can read the book
invocation.
too.
It's an Eldritch invocation that basically gives you comprehend languages by default.
Right, as long as we know what the book is.
Yeah, I am curious what's in the book.
Uh, do you want me to keep it and then I can read it?
No, I don't want to use the. I'm sure we can read it later. I don't want you to use the spell slot right now because it looks like
It
we're getting.
doesn't use this, but it just takes an hour.
I don't think I would like that, but I don't think we'd have enough time. So maybe later. I'm sure Plastic will give us back. Give it to us back.
I don't trust any of these people, dude.
Dude, I'm pissed at Azura, dude. I'm ready to beat the shit out of Azura.
You know,
I hate this city.
y'all know I'm still standing right here, right?
I hate you and I hate the city.
Oi, bro. What the hell did I do?
You got me. You kidnapped us. First you cast us.
No,
Then you kidnapped us.
Kidnapped us?
that-
What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't do
that's
any of
Johnny.
that. Yeah, no,
Oh,
this
I'm
is
talking to-
Johnny's accent, by the way.
Oh, okay. Oh, I couldn't tell. It wasn't thick enough. It's usually much thicker.
I
I didn't say any. I didn't say any of that to Johnny. Then I like Johnny.
Okay, all right then. Well, still, what did I do?
No, I didn't. I work on all that if I was talking to Johnny. I thought I was talking to Azura.
No, that was definitely Johnny. Well, now Johnny's hurt. He's like, hate everyone. What have I done, bro?
Okay, I don't hate everyone. I just have trouble like manifesting my emotions. I'm not very good at that. I like jump to conclusions, make it.
So
I cast minor illusion and make Varys say, "Hey Finn, come over here." Like, and I'm like, "Oh wait, Varys needs me," and I like leave in that direction.
Even though, like, I'm just standing right
bro,
next to
you
you.
do know I can see Shen right here.
I already left. I'm in a corner. I'm gonna hide.
He's in the corner with Yagu now.
I'm not.
No, bro, just
When did Azura turn into the fucking idiot?
I understand. Oh my god. Okay, well let me. Okay. Damn it. I think Johnny can beat that, but it'll actually be hard for him to. Shit. Nope. Barely though. He got a 21. But yeah, he disappears from his sight. It's like, well, shit. I was just trying to say. It's like, I will say, Shin, don't judge her too hard.
I'm gonna judge it too hard. Can you hear me?
Barely.
Okay. Sorry, I was in the kitchen. I'm not gonna judge her too hard because I know she was dealing with this while I wasn't here.
Also, Shah is
What
one of
the
the few trustworthy people in this city.
I'm not mad about her trusting
Oh,
Steve. I am more so mad that she didn't tell me.
she's also no better than to tell people.
I'm not talking about Plastique again. I don't care about Plastique. I'm mad that Azura didn't tell me.
As in, she knows better than to tell people too many things. Shin.
Yeah,
As
it
in,
wouldn't have
even
mattered.
even if it's you, you have friends that she doesn't know. There are some
She
things
could-
that she may not have felt ready to tell you yet.
we-
I would
she
talk
could
to
have
her first.
Uh,
Hey, I've been there. I've been there at the fights with friends and family more than I can tell you. But, at the same time, we're all we have. That girl seems about as much your family as anyone else in this world. I'd give her a chance to explain it after all this is over. If it makes you feel any better, though, you're probably going to need to lay low tonight. Everyone's probably on high alert right now, whereas tomorrow they'll be searching they'll be searching a lot of things.
didn't Plastic tell us that tonight we need to hit the tunnels? Well,
No, she said that you need to hit the tunnels soon.
so lay low tonight, rest up, and then tomorrow hit the tunnels.
Pretty much. Oh shit! Wait, Coolio died. What the fuck?
Who is Coolio?
He's the guy that did Gangster's Paradise.
Is that a famous Galridian song?
No, that's like out of game hyper. Like, bro, Gangster's
I
Paradise.
know who Coolio is.
He's just trolling. Hey, Pod.
Like, yo, that's so sad. Arguably one of the greatest hip hop songs of all time. Damn. Also, hello, Pod. What happened to your mic?
Oh, I bet his mic peaks.
What happened to it? Gotcha. So you're not on your laptop then? Understandable, understandable. So Pod currently doesn't have a mic. I will try and like Amelie any of the other stuff. So Pod, be sure to at me with any things like that if you have something to say, if, like you need to interject. That way, like, and then you can type it up after. That way, I can try and add it in. Basically, what the only things that you've missed is both Johnny and Plastique basically showing up in the sewers with y'all, and Plastic revealing that she and Vanna, outside that she, not her and Vanna, that she and Azura basically have been in a little bit of a partnership to help keep the Deep out of more trouble, basically working a little bit with them. As well as that the book that y'all found was written in Netherese, I thought to be long dead language. Basically, think the D&D equivalent of Latin, where nobody speaks it, but very few people can read it, and Plastique is one of them. Not because she studied Netherese, but because she magically can read everything. Look, look with your special eyes.
My brand.
Thank you. Somebody got that. God, that was contacts.com, right?
I had no idea what you guys were talking about.
It was a commercial.
It
Yeah, it
can't
was
have
something
my
like that.
brand.
I think everyone is here, so I think we should be good to
No,
go.
Pod, what were you gonna do? Yeah, no, it was one of those things where we thought Hedge was gonna be late, but he wasn't.
Mhm. Yeah.
Phil. So like,
Yeah,
that's just
probably good at communicating
miscommunication.
that better. I
Yeah.
probably should have sent a message to the group when I was at the rehearsal, letting you guys know I would be at home on time.
Yep. That was it. So yeah, Pod, is there anything that you wanted to say to Plastique?
Because Fasti came down behind us.
Yeah, Plastic came down behind you. Johnny walked out of another thing, and he was suspiciously clean. Prestidigitation. Yes, hands.
Yes.
Useless spell.
Wait, so you can do that for us too?
Oh, he can. You just haven't asked.
I
Hey,
also
Johnny,
can.
you want to prestidigitate us? Prestidigitate whatever the fuck it does so you can clean us up?
Oh, I say, oh, I can absolutely do that, Shion. As he does like a quick like note on his violin, and everyone has now been prestidigitated clean of the shit that you were covered in. Literal shit, by the way.
Thank you.
My thanks.
Yagu is also slightly offended that he wasn't asked to prestidigitate.
You just called it a useless spell. thought
I
you could
also
have it.
was not asked, so just saying. I'm with Yago on that one.
Yagu walks over to a corner by himself as well.
Come on, Coquille.
If you want to go to a
Give
corner,
yourself more
Yagu, there's
credit. Hey,
Yo, Yago, get your own corner, bud.
hey, Coquille, you are more
My
talented
bad, sorry,
than
Finn.
I say. You are more talented than I would say about 90 some odd percent of the guild combined.
Hey, Yagu, can you breathe underwater?
By the way, when he's saying Coquille, he's talking to you, Jay.
What is it? Did you just call me a cock quail? What is he saying?
No, Coquille. It means turtle.
No.
Also, wait, Yago, can you breathe underwater?
He can basically hold his breath underwater for a long time.
I was gonna say there is like the sea's like kind of like right there. You could just go like if you want to make your own corner.
I would not recommend doing that here. That would be harder to get out of the clothes than just, press the digitation. Pod, can you hear us okay now?
Yes. Like,
They're probably typing the response.
Yeah. That makes sense. Barely, yes. Okay, well, I'll try and speak loud and enunciate. This way you can, it can better do it. It's probably a thing about, like, internet connection or something. Oh, well, that sucks. But, yeah, with that, it was just more so just checking to see if Amelie had anything that she wanted to say to Plastique or Johnny or Azura, who again has been found to be sort of like in cahoots with Plastique and Johnny to help keep the Deep out of trouble. And right now they're looking to get everybody to a different they basically get the Deep to a safe place, and then you'll basically hit the underground first thing in the morning. Ooh, okay. Um, but yeah, Pod, you might be able to turn us up manually on Discord. Like turn each individual person's sound up. And if you need to mute the music, you can. Oh, for me it's up as high as it'll go? Shit. Gotcha. Well, damn. Sorry about that then.
yeah, that sucks, bud. Oh, it's getting. I'm hoping it says it's getting better.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Alright, but yeah, with that, everybody starts walking back down the sewers over to the depths. I say back to where the deep, say the Deep's headquarters is, and yeah, it's basically now a hubbub because everybody in the city, including down here, heard Kolave basically say that Azura is now a very, very wanted criminal.
Yep.
So with that, it is now a hubbub. Everybody's grabbing their things as Johnny is collecting all of the children to have them follow him and get them to Obsidian.
Before Azura, because I'm assuming Azura's heading that too.
Azura is actually said that she was not heading with them because, again, right now she's the most wanted woman in the city.
So is Mara and Anders heading there?
They are the second and third most wanted men and women in the city right now.
Okay. I go and I grab Marilyn and I give her a hug and I just tell her stay safe. And I tell Marilyn you're gonna meet my mom there. Tell her that I'll be safe. Can you?
Is she pretty?
She's very pretty. You'll know her when you see her.
Okay.
Just tell her that I'll be safe, okay? And Mara, Anders, and Azura are gonna get out of this. Nothing's gonna happen to them.
Okay.
And I
Bye,
just ruffle her on the
Varys.
Bye, Marilyn. I ruffle her on the head and send her off.
Don't worry, Shin. I'll make sure that they get there safe. And I'll
You
try not to get in too much trouble myself while I'm there.
and then I look at Azura, Anders, and Mara, and I'm like, okay, now how the fuck do we keep you three safe?
The adults will stay at a secondary hideout that we have. It's just We don't want to risk that they've tracked us back to this one. So we're going to. I apologize for that.
Right. Do we know that it's not that's how hideout is secure? Which one is it?
I can guarantee you that that hideout is secure. I double checked to make sure that all the wards are in.
That's you.
Damn!
I'm guessing that's Plastic saying it.
Yes, Plastic is saying I've checked to make sure all the wards are in place. Yeah, with that, everybody is like sort of in a. Everybody's more or less in a tizzy, trying to get out, as Plastique is trying to like lead everybody around. Basically, like, everybody's still scared of her, because they're like, oh shit, that's the person who's probably the scariest woman in Galrin after Vanna. But
The thing is,
and
where are
she's
we
like
gonna be?
directing, but then stopping to like read the book when she can.
So are we? So like, is our group and is Mara and Azura going to the second hideout?
All of the adults are going to the second hideout, Varys. We can't risk anyone being detected.
Technically, I'm a child by Galranian standards. Yeah. I'm trying to lighten the mood. I'm sorry that someone can't make a joke.
Azura, on it. Does a 17 hit you?
A 17 does, but I feel like after everything she's done, I don't deserve to get smacked.
Yeah, she's still gonna sling you in the shoulder. Thank you, Azura. Well, with that, I hope everyone is ready to mobilize. Everyone, get going. As then everyone starts to go to. I'll say everyone starts moving to the say into the sewers, with all the children and the young ones going one direction and all the other ones going the other. Uh, Plastique
I think I'm ready.
starting to lead everyone as well. Oh. As y'all are led, I would say for the course of about 2 hours or so, it's taken everybody to like, pack everything up and get going. I would say, and y'all get to the next safe house. So by this point, it's almost like, I would say based on travel time and everything, I would say it's almost like 4 o'clock now I would say in the afternoon. So yeah, we'll say y'all had a second hideout. It looks very similar to the other one, but you could tell that it was a much more complicated route to get here. Basically, Hedge, it was a much more complicated route to get here. It's now about 4 p.m. And all
Okay.
the adults are here and around. In this one, you could tell like there's like little like magical glyphs around everywhere.
Mhm.
Basically, this place looks much more secure, but also much more secluded than the previous hideout. It looks like basically if you want to get anywhere, you'll have to like make an exerted effort to get anywhere.
Where is this?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
Vanna's about 50 feet that way.
Are we underneath her?
We are underneath Twice Home. Nobody realizes in the
Because
schematics that there's technically a sewer level that had the entrance closed off a couple hundred years ago. I managed to find the chamber and find out the route to it. But as a result, it's actually meant as a mini bunker underneath the guild. Apparently, it was built during the incursions.
why would anyone think of looking underneath Twicehome for the most wanted people in the city?
Exactly. Even if they were to search the sewers, it would take them too long to get here. In addition, there are glyphs and detection things to prevent anything or anyone from getting in. Even that baller, as the bards have taken to calling it. Apparently did a number on the last one. And
It'll be fun fighting him.
and if my suspicions are correct, that is the third death that it has caused.
Did anyone confirmed it as it was a third death?
I assumed as such, but I wasn't going to jump to suspicions. Or jump to conclusions. So, Azura, I hope you don't mind that I take over. You're the one used to leading people. I sort of got this shit by default. Pod, if you remember last week, the investigator said that that one person on the docks who looked like they were ripped limb from limb also could be potentially a victim of the Tomb Tapper.
And it was right before we showed up in Conrad.
Yes, it was before you showed up, but it was the one that there was a giant hammer mark in both of the other two victims. This person looked like they were torn limb from limb instead. I had a bite taken out of him. Yeah. Again, I'll upload last week's sessions tomorrow. I should have uploaded already, but I'd been a little bit busy and also forgot to. And then I'll also see if I can get around to uploading this session as well. But with that, Plastique is starting to lead up the meeting and also has basically thrown a crystal out onto the table. Honestly, because this one also seems to have like a true war room style table. It is built very much like a World War II style bunker. But in, like connected to the sewers.
This place is fancy.
It should be. Apparently the Drow apparently the Drow hierarchy wanted to use this back in the day. It is it's like a gem, a rock crystal.
What does the crystal do?
It is projecting a map of sort of like the sewer system and leading to the underground, where all of a sudden one of the paths that you're looking at just kind of ends. Here, as she's pointing towards the path that ends, is the entrance to the secret tunnel that apparently is the source of all this trouble. You all are going to go down to it tomorrow.
I think I might have a rough idea what's behind that tunnel. Behind the.
Well, if we're lucky, it won't be the creature. A tomb tapper is nothing to sneeze at. Hopefully you can find evidence, get out of there, and we can lead a full incursion down there with elite honor guards, as well as both Van and myself. No offense, but for something that dangerous, I would prefer to have as much firepower as possible.
But knowing our luck, the Tomb Tapper is probably going to keep me there. Or are you going to run away or fight that thing?
Pod, could you does your phone have Discord on it? Your phone's speaker might work better than the earbuds. Ooh, that sucks. Maybe do you have a cable that you could hook it up to the computer and do that with it? Maybe it could be charging while you use it. That sucks. Rip. I always forget that I'm the weird one in the fact I never go anywhere without like a phone cable. But yeah, that sucks. Basically, Pod. The way it's going. Basically, Plastique is saying y'all are going down into the tunnel that was uncovered. And basically, well, y'all are going down there to see what you can find. Hopefully, y'all will not run into the creature. Yep. And from there, Plastic is saying, but while you five are down there, there will need to be a distraction for the guards. Because if my assumption is correct, the majority of them will be helping to roam the streets or the sewers. looking for you all as she looks over at Azura, Marin, and I'll say Mara and Anders. So, you all will need to do what you do best. Piss people off. Get them to chase you. Don't focus on fighting, just run. I assume you know these sewers better than almost anybody alive. So as a result, you can give them time to slip down and down there and figure out what's going on. Okay. Anders, get the scouts. We need to find a way. We need to have escape plans laid out. Figure out what the best routes are outside of it. On it. Do I need to be in here for anything else? No, your whole plan is to make sure that you can get them away from that entrance for as long as you possibly can. That is your job. Once it's done, nothing more there's nothing more you can do. I'm not having you fight past a bunch of potential solitudes.
Plastic, do we know if that wall is still up in the tunnel or if it's gone down?
I don't know. Supposedly there's something in the tunnel. If this is, but there is something interesting. And she opens up to a page on the book, and it basically shows a giant maze in it. But on the other side of the page, and on the other opposite page, it shows a drawing of a temple, of what looks to be a temple under the ground.
Does the maze look like the Tomb Tapper's maze?
Tomb Tapper doesn't have a specific maze, but this is written in Netherese, but it describes something called, the path of the open sea. Supposedly, he who traverses the ocean's waves and finds their way to the eye of the storm, braves the winds of change, and ascends to the greatest heights, will receive the power of the gods. Now, to me, that sounds like some mythological bullshit. But, given the fact that we already have two god weapons in this room, I think it's fair to assume what's down there.
I had a dream the other night. It was by the docks of Gulrin. Storm was coming. I was asked if I was going to run away or run into the storm. I think I have a very good idea what's going to be down there.
Well, let's hope it's nothing that bad. Who knows? Maybe it's something that'll help you kill this fucking thing.
Let me know if you know in that book if you find something about a bracelet.
Not a bracelet, no. I did find one thing, though, that was interesting. A term written over and over. The hand of God. Hold up. I gotta do this where you can actually see my eyes. But and it shows saying she pulls over to another image that shows this giant, almost like a giant stalagmite, but it's surrounded almost by like something like a storm. It's basically like showing as if almost like a tornado is surrounding a stalagmite with something at the top.
Yeah. So is the storm surrounding the stalagmite?
Yes, like the drawing shows the storm basically like surrounding it. A lot of it is written in ancient Netherese, and she's indicating that a lot of it is just like like holistic gibberish, but a couple things are making sense, but that's the few things that are like indicating other stuff. That's basically what you need to know.
It said if you walk into the eye of the storm, you could ascend to the
I'd say ascend to the greatest heights. Wield power beyond comprehension. Alright. Well, if you all want to get in there, I suggest you go rest now. First thing when y'all wake up, it'll be better also to see if we can get the guards before they have day shifts.
Mhm.
Because Koalave is probably thinking that some of us won't be awake. As I some of them won't be awake in time. In addition, I need to get topside. If I'm gone for too long, people will start to get suspicious. Any
Why is
questions?
Why is Vanna like this? She cares about the city. I know she does.
Too many. I was gone too. Honestly, my family business is none of yours. But my sister wasn't always like this. Just
Wait,
understand that.
what?
What?
Your sister's hunting us right now. What do you mean it's none of our business?
I'm talking about how she got this way.
You're right.
I
Your
don't. You
family
don't see
business.
me asking you about why it is that you don't seem to have any connection to your, I would say, to your homeland, or one of the fakest names I've ever seen. Fin Fairplay. I don't
I
ask.
fucking hate this city.
Welcome to the club. She ain't wrong there. But if you must know, my sister wasn't like this until Koalave and I was saying those like him got their fangs into her. Basically twisted what she thought. I would say what she viewed as being beneficial to the city. Sucked her in. She needs a wake up call. Biggest wake up call I think anybody in this city. Any other questions?
What the fuck, Phil? What about my mom? Bro, what about my mom and Chaz and Anders?
Phil going off. Pod, what are you lost on?
Probably Phil going crazy. That was creepy. That groan was creepy.
Basically, Pod, Vanna was different before Koalave and those like him got their fangs into her. Did you hear that one? Okay, good. I can always turn up the input of my mic, and the rest of you can just kind of turn me down. Input, device properties. Okay. This is about as high as I can go. Okay, this should be better in terms of like, input. Let me see if I can also boost me on Discord. Input volume. Yeah, okay, I'm at max on input. Let me move this down. That way, like, you can hear just about everything I'm saying. I say pretty well. Okay, this should be better. All right. So with that, yeah, basically, does anybody have anything they would like to do before y'all rest for the night? Anybody you would like to talk to? Anything you would like to, prepare? Anything like that? Basically, you should prep your spells for combat and exploration tomorrow.
Nothing on my end. I'll go last. I'd like to talk to someone, but nothing.
Ed, you just started to break up. What's going on?
I said I'd like to talk to someone, but I don't have anything to prepare.
Okay, you would like to talk to somebody about something. Okay, what would you like to talk to somebody about?
Azura for not telling us things, but I can wait till everyone else is gone.
Okay,
Not
Jose?
nothing on my end.
All right, Finn,
We're going to bed, right?
pretty much.
Is there a candle wherever I'm at?
Yes, there is.
All right, I'm gonna take out the silver. What is it that I have?
It is the like statue thing. I told you to write it down.
No, no. There's like another thing I got as a souvenir. It's a
Yeah, the statue.
no. It's a silver like frame for a picture.
Oh yeah, the silver picture frame. What about it?
I'm gonna take it out. Like, all right, here's your cut, Chief. I know I'm not the best person you could have picked for this job, but I'm gonna be. And then I blow out the candle and go to bed.
So when you drop the frame and you drop it into the shadow, it disappears into it. Oh. You're already a lot more generous than the last person that did with this. I heard that! Basically, what she said was a lot of the book was some like religious stuff and mumbo jumbo, but what little was discernible talked about something called the maze of the open sea, and also said something to the extent of those who can find their way through the ocean's expanse and proceed to the eyes of the storm must then ascend to the highest heights if they wish to wield the greatest of powers. Oh my god! Pod and Chad fired off the bangers this time! For those of you who are on stream, Pod just said, holy shit, Hedge, I think it's Finn's second reverie!
Augers!
Also, y'all, come on, somebody else talk! It feels like I'm the only one talking tonight!
It's okay. I'm gonna throw.
Oh yeah, okay. So we'll say Amelie did. Yes, I have a question. Why the hell did your sister try and scramble my brains? In her defense, there's much worse things that she could have done. She could have turned you into a vegetable. That doesn't make it any better as far as the fact that fucking hurt. Yes, but you can think right now, and you're not trapped in a cage made of magical energy. So, yeah, it could be a lot worse. It could honestly be a lot worse. I can back her up on here, Rose. When Cher gets going, there's few things there's nothing in the city that could stop her, even Shah. Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, Johnny. Hey, I'm just speaking plainly, Shah. Sometimes you get on my fucking nerves, Johnny. If only you weren't so useful. See, but I know I am, Shah. Also, Rose, if it really helps you any, there's much worse things that Cher could have done. She was definitely holding back. Usually she doesn't have quite as much of a chance of restraint.
He's lucky I held back.
You see, I told you I like Coquille.
Also, Pod mentioned something in chat. Hyper.
Whoop. The job has changed, plus the guys pay your fight that. We'll see. It'll depend on whether or not you actually get to are able to. It depends on whether or not we can get anything of it. But if the job changed, I'll make sure the pay is compensating.
I will say we did almost get we did get Synaptic shocked by the guild leader of this city.
You
When
did
we-
not. Shut your
But
mouth.
she did. And
Then
if we
she's
do
the one
this-
that gets to complain about it, not you.
And she is complaining about it.
Well, I would
But-
hope it's better than a brain blast.
I'm saying we deserve after being called criminals, and especially me wanted falsely with my name plastered on the streets of Galrin, my image besmirched. I think I should be compensated for that.
Oh my god! Don't push your luck, Rivers.
Listen,
An attack on one of us is an attack on all of us.
I understand that, but there's only so much I could reasonably get away with. Plus, even if all this blows over and we get it right, man is still not going to be very happy. So let's wait until all this is over. Then we'll deal with money. Do you mind if I try and make sure that all of your lives aren't in mortal danger first? Then we'll talk about pay.
Aren't you sending us into mortal danger right
yeah,
now?
like, let's be real plastic. There's going to be a tomb tapper there, and our lives are going to be in mortal danger. There is no
Well,
way
then
in
let's
hell.
try and stop the person that brought the Tomb Tapper into town. That way, there isn't worse things. Is that better?
I can get on board with that.
Thank you. 1 second, I'm gonna change out the battery in my headset.
Wait, here's a battery-powered headset.
Yeah, he has a battery-powered headset.
Looks like it's wireless, so that's probably where the power. Yeah, you know what I mean.
What is this?
Okay, what I miss?
2005?
What I miss?
Nothing. No one said anything bad about the
Jeez.
headset.
Jay said a lot of things.
I
There's a lot
know
of
the
info.
timestamp, and I'm typing it down of 1 hour and 11 minutes into the VOD to
You don't
see
need to watch.
what
dude.
Jay said.
I didn't say anything. It was someone was. I think
I
Finn
did hear
used
something
minor
about
illusion again.
2005, so that worries me.
I think Finn used minor illusion again and made Yagi say something.
Oh.
Something about 2005 is what I heard as well, Pod.
That's what happened. Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll figure it out in the VOD. But yeah. So with that, is there anything else anybody would like to talk about? Pod, I would recommend preparing Amelie spells for combat and/or exploration. Finn, I would recommend doing the same. Yagu, you can prepare spells, but at the same time, you're already pretty decked out for pretty good spells for these kind of situations, so you're pretty good.
If you say so.
I'm gonna go talk to Azura then. Azura Mara Nando's.
Oh, I'm gonna resummon Chester.
Okay, yeah, we'll say that you resummon Chester. 4. So what does that turn him into?
Hopefully something good.
Well, there's actually like a wider range of stuff you can change him into. It's just all about like, I will allow you to do it up to your up to like within reason interpretation. Like you can't make it like what's the mini?
Oh
dragon?
shit, he's a hawk.
Okay, a Feyhawk. That works really well. 4. Oh, were you going down the list?
I have a little like chart I made that like is random and stuff, and I just need to roll with the color.
I'm also surprised that you didn't choose like a 16 because there's actually like 16 base options for the Find Familiar.
Some of them are like aquatic based, so I can't use those, and then one is a spoder, which you would not like, so I just limited it to 12.
Okay, I see that. I can see that. Because yeah, I guess the ones that you took out were like the spider, the seahorse, the fish, and the octopus.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, but then yeah. Anybody else? So yeah, make sure your spells are prepared, and then we'll say that everybody starts to go to sleep.
I want to talk to Azura, Mara, and Anders.
I say yes after that. With that, you walk up to them and it's like, we'll say at this point that Plastique has left, and Johnny is also long gone too at this point. We'll say that he ducked out during the meeting because of the fact that he knew that one of his jobs would be to distract any citizens on the surface. Because of the fact that he is respected for being one of the best fighters in the guild, he was basically going to mislead them off in the wrong direction intentionally. And Plastic was going to do the same thing for Vanna. And things like that. I will tell you, Find Traps does not work like that. The way that Find Traps works is it will tell you that there are traps and their nature. It will not tell you where they are. You'd be much better if you took Detect Magic as opposed to Find Traps. Because Detect Magic gives you a specific location and specific range. And it tells you what type of school magic is. Basically, Find Traps tells you that there are traps. Detect Magic tells you where something is and what it does.
You also have the Wand of Detect Magic.
Yeah,
as
Find
they
Traps
mentioned.
is notoriously one of those spells that people think it works one way, but in reality, it's much worse than people think it is. You do also have a Wand of Detect Magic, and that will last a while. In terms of it, and it will regain charges every day. So if you want to pop all 3 charges back to back to back to back, you can. Okay, that's fine. And also, yeah, Heat Metal was a good idea to change because it will not work on the Tapper. It's made of stone.
Whoever has the wand should just recharge it then when we go to sleep.
Yep. I'll say it recharges on its own. All right.
It also has no charges expended.
Yep. Y'all have not used it once since y'all got it. Even the hammer is made of stone. Everything in the Toon Tapper is made from ancient netherese stone. Netherite, I think. Something like that. Yeah, it's basically made out of like stone as strong as sapphires or something like that, or like hard as diamonds. It's something like ridiculously stupidly strong, and very resistant to pressure, unlike diamonds. Because like diamonds are like hard, but they are not very pressure resistant. So yeah, we'll say that you go over to talk to Azura, Marin, and Anders. I'll say Mara and Anders. I don't know why I keep saying Marin because it's Azura's last name.
I keep on going to say Marin for Mara as well. I think because of Azura's last name.
Yep.
So explanation time.
Basically, a few months ago, Plastique found us. But she knew that everything was going to go on. Say that everything that we were responsible for some of the stuff regarding the guild, but also knew that we could help clean up some things. Basically, doing a form of protest that can say that can't exactly be dispersed by the guards. She could help basically give us some tips on where to avoid, how to get things in, put some words in the right places to make sure that the citizens who are already viewed as useless are made to even look that little bit worse by not being in the right place at the right time.
You couldn't tell me all this earlier.
No. Frankly, I've been asked to keep it done. Honestly, these two were the only 2 people that knew. Honestly, no one else. No one but us knows Varus. Not,
You didn't
not
think you could tell
Maylene.
me?
I think it wasn't that we think we could. I said that we think we couldn't. One, there was no reason to tell you. No offense, but there really wasn't. It was one of those things that didn't need to be said. Because also, if you had known, would you have tried to go to Plastique for help?
No, I would have probably stuck with Chaz. What I would have done is I would have been able to divulge a few more things that I knew on my end to Plastique.
Yes, but if you went to talk to her, it would have looked weird the fact that you were reporting to her instead of Vanna on the issue.
Everyone knows that Vanna does jack shit in this city. Everyone reports to Plastique.
Yes, but at the same time, this is one that she personally gave. Plastique wanted to make sure that the air secrecy was contained here. That way, you guys weren't going to go to her to try and ask for any help, because then the moment that happened, Vanna would have gotten suspicious because she is the one who hired you. The only one that
You
wouldn't have
couldn't
drawn
have.
suspicion would have been Amelie, but apparently Plastique was borderline laughing. I would say falling over laughing at your friend's attempt to insult Vanna.
You could have told me not to go to Plastic. Is that
Okay,
Is
look,
that
I
not an
didn't think
option?
about it all the way through, right? I thought about some of it, and it was more of I was trying to make sure that we got the job done, okay? I'm sorry. I don't know what more you want from me. What's done is done. I can't take it back. There's nothing I can do. Varys, you've been gone a while, all right? It's not as knit as it was absolutely in the past, okay? There's only so much we can really do.
I know that, but you know me.
I know, Varys, but there's only so much that we can do around here. Just understand it wasn't an insult. It wasn't an offense. I understand that you're miffed about it. We can deal with it later. The big problem right now is that we have something to do. Right now, we are four of the most wanted people in the city. In Annabora, I would even say. But if but if we don't proceed, but if we didn't proceed carefully, it could have ended up much worse. Just want you to understand, Varys. It wasn't an insult. It wasn't meant to be offense. It wasn't because we don't trust you. It's just what we thought was the best call. All right? Sorry. Nothing that can be done about it now. You know what I say, as Mora speaks up. You know what I say, Varys. Crying over spilled milk only makes two messes. We're sorry. We did what we had to do. And I think Azura made the right decision.
I think he gets up. He looks. Has Ander said anything?
Sorry, man. I wasn't gonna be the one, who went against that. The decision. Had to go with it.
Yeah, looks at them and he looks at Azure and he just like his hands on his head and he just looks and he just says, "You know, I would have told you, right?" Then I say out loud to all three of them, "Don't die tomorrow," and he walks off.
As you walk off, you hear Azura say, "Fuck. What did you expect, Azura? I told you this was going to happen. Even if I think you made the right call, I knew this was going to happen."
I think he just goes into he goes into a corner this time and just honestly just probably sulks for a bit.
Would you say that you fall asleep in the corner?
He 100% does, I think.
Okay. Do you know what happens when you fall asleep in this campaign, motherfucker?
Like you have a peaceful sleep like Varys has been mostly having.
No, motherfucker! Because you get this happening. One moment, I've gotta find the proper song for this. Here we go. Is all of a sudden you hear, so you wake up, and the first thing, it's not that you see something first. You hear a storm raging around. When finally your eyes open, you feel like you're in the middle of a hurricane. You look around, and there seems to be walls of wind and rain and storm around you.
Yeah, here we go again.
The coming storm is here, Varys Rivers.
Can I try walking into it?
You find yourself, as soon as you walk, the storm starts to move with you, around you. It is staying equidistant from you. You are perfectly in the eye of the storm.
So the storm is around me, right?
Yeah,
Like,
you're
I'm in-
basically in like imagine being standing in the center of an eye of a hurricane.
I thought, sorry, I thought you meant like that was like me, and then the like storm wall was in front of me, and the eye was like ahead. Okay, no.
No. The eye. You are in the center of the eye right now. You can look up
Hmm.
and you can see like a clear night sky, but around you it basically looks like utter chaos.
He looks down at his wrist.
And you don't see anything. One must
So-
pass the test before they are worthy to wield the storm and its power. The day has come where you have to choose, virus rivers. Will you run, or will you do what needs to be done?
Well, I mean, if the tomb tablet doesn't kill me first, Rain, I'm probably going to.
Rain,
That got a response out of you.
it shows how little you know of us, boy.
No, it's more so I'm annoyed at the fact that like.
Because also you can tell that this voice very much is not Rain.
Oh, no, I know that's why he said that. And when you get its reaction, it's just like, it's just kind of frustrating that all of us have to deal with cryptic stuff. Even Mask has been more straightforward with Finn, and that's saying something. Holy fuck.
There are rules we have to play by, lad. Especially before someone becomes our champion.
Why me? Can you at least tell me that?
I think
If
you
I'm
know,
gonna
I think you
almost
know
go-
that answer, Varus Rivers. But how about instead of asking me now, you ask me again tomorrow?
Well,
Be ready, lad.
let's see how angry I can get tomorrow.
As then you hear behind you something. As you actually look, I would say, as you look around you see two giant shadows form around you. Are you gonna look at them?
Yep.
So the source of one of them, you see a giant creature the size of the storm, but a completely unmistakable silhouette. It is the same silhouette as the Tomb Tapper,
Mhm.
as
The
the
other shadow?
Mauler of Galrin. But the other one, it's not nearly as big. It's only about half the size. Very muscular, tall, lean, with a long bridal coat on it. You can't really make out any of the features of it, but its right hand seems much larger than its left.
Bro's been jacking off.
No, not in that way. As if it's wearing a massive, oversized gauntlet. And then you see it basically with the one with the extended arm like, throws out its hand, and you see its hand like the fist start to congeal and morph and form until it is now shaped like a three-spiked weapon, as if it's a trident on its hand. This is what can be, or it may not be. The choice is yours, Ferris Rivers. As then everything fades to black. Everyone else, take your long rest, refresh your spell slots. Everybody, get ready to go.
I need to.
Azura
refresh
Nut
my-
comes over, basically wakes you up about 5 o'clock in the morning. What do you need to do, Hedge?
Oh, Everyone else can go before me and see what I have to do.
Anybody else? Anybody have anything that they want to do before you all start to go ahead?
Nah.
Ooh, I almost forgot something. I just realized I forgot. Ooh, Y'all humans are gonna be very glad about that for Amelie in a few minutes. I almost forgot to do something. This is gonna be great.
Give me a second. I need to check something out. Where is Mara?
Mara's just around. What about her?
I'm gonna go up to Mara and be like, "Can you dark vision me again?"
Yeah. It only lasts 8 hours though, so. So do you want it? Do you want it now or do you want it later?
I assume we're going now, but if as soon as we're going, I would appreciate it.
All right, I got you. It's not much. I say once it's done, and I can't really do anything about it once you're gone.
Yosaku as well.
Oh shit, Varys, don't you get here?
Oh, fine,
Yo, we're
fine.
kind of all standing around here. Like when Mara's doing that, when Mara's talking about this, everybody's standing around at this point.
I'm just fucking hedged.
Yep. Long strider lasts an hour. Gonna ask you cast an hour on who. Honestly, it's not worth doing it right now.
The
I,
time comes, I will need it as well.
Yeah. Also, long strider, let's say you can do with or without. It'll depend on how y'all want to do this. Okay. So
Before we leave, I'm gonna do one quick thing.
go for it.
I'm gonna grab Azura, Mara, and Anders and pull them into a big hug. I'm just gonna. Yeah, the hug is just gonna say it. I'm pretty angry. I'm pretty angry at you guys right now, Azura. But I also love you guys, so don't fucking die. Got it? I'm gonna see you.
Same goes for you.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of the Tomb Tapper.
As Ionder says, I left you a little something in your jacket pocket.
Can I put my hand into it?
You pull out a potion bottle.
Oh.
Varys, I would like you to add a potion of enlarged reduce to your inventory.
Oh! I'm sorry. What?
As you see that it has this label on it, and you know how expensive those are.
How the fuck did you get this? Anders. Enlarge, reduce, right?
Yes, it is not a cheap item.
No, why can I not find it in inventory? Potion. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to find it. Potion.
You basically have to make it up because it's a potion.
Oh, I'm just going through all the potions to see if it's in there. It's not. Okay, I'll just make it up then. So enlarge, reduce, one potion. Enlarge, reduce the spell, right? But the
Yeah,
one potion.
actually, we'll just make it we'll make it a potion of enlarged reduce. Basically,
Yeah,
it is a potion of say worth about 300 gold. Actually, probably closer to 500 because it's not a scroll, so like it would be more expensive. Because potions can be used by anybody and scrolls cannot. Basically, whatever you need to do, this will give you about this will give you. Let me check the exact thing on enlarge reduce.
You cause a creature and objects you see within reach to grow larger or small for the duration.
This will
Which
only
is-
affect you, by the way. It'll only affect the person drinking it.
Which is for a minute.
Yes, just for a minute, and it will not require concentration.
Everything everything will grow large, including my weapons and my size.
Uh huh.
Or smaller, increases by size from one category, so small to medium, medium to large.
Uh huh.
If there isn't enough room to double the size, it's whatever the maximum size I can get in the space. My size is doubled in all dimension. My weight is multiplied by 8. Until the spell ends, the target also has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. The target weapon also grows to match its size, and all of my weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4 damage.
I will say that if that happens, that will not apply to any sort of like. I'll give limitations on that and how it works, depending on what you're up against.
Well, this is gonna be helpful when I start beating up the Tomb Tapper Hunters.
Yeah, I figured. Also, you'd be surprised how much I had to steal to be able to afford that.
Thank you, kid.
Honestly, not as much as you think. I stole a sapphire off a rich guy 3 weeks ago and managed to buy that from Cassandra the other day. And we found out you were in town.
Oh, it's gonna. He starts cracking his knuckles, and he just. They probably see that's this psychotic grin on him that they're used to when he gets excited for a fight.
That's
Like-
the Varys we know and love.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun beating the shit out of this Tomb Tapper.
Well,
Probably get it let loose this time.
We'll have fun with it. All right. As there is like, all right, everyone, we're the distraction team. We're gonna go down to that entrance. We're gonna distract all of the guards, and then we're gonna make sure that these guys can get there just fine. Question: did anybody prepare Pass Without a Trace? Drum roll, and survey says Pass Without a Trace. Pod. The spell Pass Without a Trace. Because if you need it to strength, say if you need to stealth, Pass Without a Trace adds a +10 to your stealth rolls for everyone who is affected. All right. You'll basically go, say Azura is going to lead the way. There are about 15 people here now, including you guys. Basically, the majority of the adults from the Deep went. A couple said that they would stay behind and hold up in the bunker. Also trying to make sure that, like, you know, they would be there as a backup plan. So yeah, you'll start to descend into the depths as you start to see it slowly become less sewer. And then you hit a point where you've realized it is no longer a sewer. This is a tunnel now. This is a full-on tunnel that you are now exploring.
Oh, and I look at the group too, and I just tell them, wait. If we come across the Tomb Tapper, I'm probably gonna go all crazy on him, so I'm gonna turn mindless. It's best to just ignore me with any plans and just. I'm gonna do my best to stay in front of it so I can keep him away from you guys, but it's best if you guys don't include me in any plans.
Yeah. Well,
Are you like vulnerable to anything while you're in that mindless state?
I've noticed with illusion spells, I'm trying to find the best way to put this. Give me a second. Certain illusion spells will work on me, certain won't. It's give me 1 second. I need to read my frenzy quickly, Phil. If the illusion creates a false, if it creates an image, something fake, uh, I'm probably gonna fall for it. Like if there's a duplicate of you and I'm trying to fight you, I'll probably fall for the duplicate. If it's other type of illusion spells that try to fuck with my mind, I can usually just ignore them while I'm that angry.
Alright, good to know.
But if there's like a minor illusion, I might just type of thing. It's just I go after whatever is in front of me. Whatever enemy is in front of me, I'm gonna try to kill them. Even though that is my natural state. But yes, let us continue.
all right, gang. Well, with that, we have as everybody starts walking, and you'll start to see as it is starting to become a little bit of a cliff face. Before you'll see up ahead, you'll see this giant, and I mean gargantuan seeming gateway almost in the cave. It seems like there are a ton of paths that would have led down to there from various ledges and stuff. But it's almost looks like it was purposely buried, as if there is now just this mountain of stone blocking off the area where it would have been. Basically, you can tell, based on what Varys has described to you, you could tell that this was definitely an area that was part of the burial. But where you are, from where you are, Azura starts to basically quiet down and everybody sneaks down. You see a small area up ahead where it looks like there are a couple people moving around. There's not that many guards. There seems to be only a couple, and from here you can't really tell like their armaments and whatnot. But there are people moving around. They have a couple torches and stuff. They're the ones like mainly casting light in here. But you could tell that there are a couple crystals that are illuminating some natural light in this cave, almost as if it was intended for people to be walking around down here.
I think those are the gods.
Yeah, if I was going to take a guess, I would say that too.
And I'm guessing this is where we split up.
Yep. All right. So with that, Mara is gonna cast a dark vision on Josaku and Finn. Let me edit something because I honestly forgot about Mara knowing dark vision. I can do. Oh, and wait, Jay, do you have dark vision? Does Yagu have it?
Beats me.
On your site, say on your spell sheet, say on your character sheet, what it would do is on the left side it would say dark vision, so and so amount of feet. Let me check, because she might spend it on you
Turtles
guys.
do not have dark vision.
Okay, then she's also gonna cast it on you.
Hog.
Oh, well that would have sucked. I almost forgot to give Jose vision at all.
Oh.
Okay, so with that, we'll say everybody, doing that. Okay, when we get down there closer, we're gonna distract them and basically make our way up here. I say we're gonna split off. We know a couple routes up. We can basically split them and make them chase a couple of us. If we're lucky, they'll chase me or Mara. We're the two that can get, say me, Mara, or Anders. They'll be able to get out the easiest. Anybody, if you get it, you know. Say if they catch up to you, you know what to do. Rest of you, wait for us to distract them, get them away from that tiny entrance, and then go. Okay? By the way, the small entrance that you see in the side of the wall, it looks almost excavated. It doesn't look like it was originally intended to be there. Whereas you see a couple of them around that looked like they were like small doorways and tunnels that were intentional. This one looks like it was more of an accident. So, you'll all start to go down there. Amelie, would you like to cast Pass Without a Trace when y'all get down there, but are still out of like eye shot? Or are you going to do that? I would also. Okay. So is Amelie going to cast Longstrider on it? I will tell you that is a waste of a second level spell slot in this situation. Yes, Longstrider is not nearly as good as people think it is. Mostly because of the fact of like it doesn't actually do that much for you in this situation. I mean, the 10 plus movement isn't going to really like get you that much, honestly. Second level spell slot isn't really enough for like plus 10 movement. Especially what you can do with other second level spell slots. Pass out traits, I will say, great usage. But I'll say Longstrider, you definitely don't need it. Also, I thought Longstrider was a first level.
I think Pod wanted to cast it second level so she could hit both Josaku and Finn with it.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, 10 feet until the spell ends. Yeah, I would not call that worth it. But do you still want to cast it? Okay. If you want to cast it later, there's a better time for it. But y'all have no idea how deep the cavern is. I would not recommend doing that until you absolutely need it. Because also you would have just cast Longstrider on the third and say on the second and third fastest people in the party.
I mean, just make them faster, right?
Yeah,
Depending on
no,
how big they
that's just because like Varys is stupid fast, and that's kind of the point of his character. All right, so yeah, y'all go down into the thing. Azura basically tries to look around, find a rock. All right, gang, have fun as she sneaks into the shadows. Roll her stealth roll.
Do we need to roll stuff?
How many people does Pass Without a Trace extend to?
Like a
Odd.
lot of people.
Take your time.
Doesn't have a limit. This is creature you choose within 30 feet of you.
Okay, I would say that almost everyone is within 30 feet of you, so everyone gets a plus 10 to their stealth roll. Azura rolled a 15 on the die, so that's a great start. Holy shit, wait, that's a really good start. Everyone else, go ahead and roll me stealth rolls.
Yeah.
This will be a party-wide check. There's a certain DC you have to hit.
Ben just did a nat 20. Holy shit, dude.
Oh
Finn
my
with
God.
2 40s in a row on stealth, by the way.
Thank God for the 10.
Jay with a 23, Azura with a 36.
Mine is with the I added the plus 10 to it.
Okay. And then now Pod to add the thing. Oh wait, you probably don't have Beyond 20 added to your thing. So let me see what you rolled in here. 9. Okay, so that's a 19. So in the future in Pod, whenever you do those kind of rolls, type it into D&D Beyond. Sorry, into Roll20 as well. It'll make it easy. Yep. Alright, so y'all do it. You see Azura sneak away. She basically just Azura vanishes. None of y'all can detect it, but also y'all notice that Finn is also just gone. Finn's like, okay. Basically just melts into shadow. He is one with the darkness right now. He pulled up his mask and just went full Batman on you motherfuckers.
Dude.
Finn be no, I got it. Finn be like, I'm Mask Man.
Oh, dude, Phil.
Nice, man.
Finn, Amelie just turned Finn into a god.
Yeah,
No,
Amelie
I'm
turned.
better than a god, dude. I'm better than a god right now, dude.
Dude, he's better than a god, dude.
Are you sure about that, kid?
Okay, come on, man. Let me have this, chief.
No, I'm actually thoroughly impressed.
He's-
You're also actually using stealth better than someone I know.
I assume that would have also clued everybody in where I am.
No. Your stealth roll was high enough and your whisper was low. And you basically realized that you could talk to Mass through your head, so you just said it in your head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll just like make a clicking noise or something so people know where I am.
Y'all, a slight clicking noise appears out of nowhere, but when y'all look, y'all still can't see a damn thing. None of y'all can.
Why is he so good at this?
And then all of a sudden, y'all hear like a rock hit something, and you say, "Hey, assholes!" And you'll see Azura sprint off, and you see like members of the Deep like sprint off in like 10 different directions. What? Pick one, go after them! Wait, no, her! That's the one that they want! Get her! That'll be a nice payday! As you see, like, all the ones, as at the word payday, you see that pretty much there were about like 10 guys earlier. 2 go off on other directions, like one goes after each of Anders and Mara, it seems, but the majority of them have decided to laser in on Azura, and she's already like sprinting off. She has a head start on them, and they're wearing much heavier gear than her, so she's outrunning them fairly easily. What would y'all like to do?
I think we head into the pathway.
Head into the pathway, okay. Everyone, y'all easily passed the stealth check.
Did the fucking 40 help?
Yeah.
What was the DC? I'm curious because I want to see how hard we beat it.
50. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. It was not 50. It was what is 15 times by 5? It was a 75 total, and then Finn hit half of it just by himself.
And then yeah, Jose got a 33.
Yeah, and then
You got
Jose got a
23.
33. So y'all got a 73 in 2 people when the DC was a fucking 75.
And then Amelie and I got double 19s. We got a 23 from Jay. God, that was so good.
Yeah, y'all's
do
total
find
was
the useful towns
40,
impossible.
73. That's 96. That would make it on hedge added after that. That is 96 plus the 15. That would make it. No, yeah, that would make it 115. Y'all got 136. I'm sorry, 134. 134. Fuck you. Pass without a trace. What a dumb spell. I love it, but what a dumb spell.
I love it. And so I'm so glad Pod took
It's
it.
such a good
It's
spell.
so broken.
Fuck.
It's so broken, dude.
Druids,
Plus
man.
10.
You want
Plus
to
10.
you want to ask anybody why I think Druid is one of the 3 most powerful classes in the game? Fucking Druids, man. Yeah, why did you change your name to Hedgie in Discord?
Plastic. So Phil said that in another chat that I think Yui is his
Oh, the Y
favorite
thing. Yeah,
person
okay.
with the Y. So Plastic changed my name to Y. That's adorable.
Well, with that, you'll decide to proceed in. And you'll see this is actually a long cavern, much deeper than the others, but I will say y'all proceed on for a good ways. And then you'll notice something. Some of the rocks around here start to become a little bit more polished. You'll start walking, and it's taking you about an hour already. What time? How long does Pass Without a Trace last? Pass Without a Trace.
Up to an hour.
1 hour.
is 1 hour. So yeah, eventually y'all, I'd say you'll start doing it. But you notice that there's not as many people this deep in. But you'll
Just look at
eventually
the-
have walked up to something. You'll realize that this has started to turn into a stone path. And then ahead, in this giant cavern, you'll see it.
I think this is the temple.
Yep. I would like everyone to do me perception checks.
Do I get advantage? Oh.
The fuck you do.
As in I do or I don't?
As in a fuck you, of course you don't.
Oh, let's go. Hot God the 24. Not bad, actually.
24. Okay. So, what'd you get?
15.
15. Okay, if you rolled a 14 or above, you notice around, there's not really any guards around here. Alright? But also, in the temple's door, it does look like there is a giant slab in front of it.
Look at the group and I just say, keep an eye out for the tomb tapper. Can I walk up to the...
So, what are you? Is everyone walking up to the front of the temple?
Yeah.
All right. So, with it, everyone, you could just see on the front of it is a blank stone template. But Varus, on the front of it, you see something. In this one, it appears to be Elvish. It said, "Speak the word of the greatest storm."
Oh.
Would you like to know the Elvish word for a great storm?
Yes, please, because I don't know
The
it.
word is Sicaralor.
He looks at it and he just says, Scaralo?
As then all of a sudden you'll see this slab slowly part. By the way, none of the rest of y'all saw this writing. None of the rest of y'all saw it.
So they just saw Varus walk up to it and just go, Scaralo?
Yes, so you were basically like walked slowly up towards it and said Sicaralor. And then you'll walk in. You slowly see that this, say, up the stairs, it then leads down a long descending hallway. But the air has started to smell of the ocean, of salt water. Galvin is already a city where you can taste the beach and the salt and the docks and the ocean in the air. But this is almost as if you are breathing in the very essence of the ocean and the waves around you. This feels as if you are back on a ship on the open sea.
I look at hearing what Amelie sees, I look at Amelie and I go, didn't you guys see what was written on the slab? It said it was written, maybe you couldn't understand it, but it was written in Elvish. it said, what is the name of the greatest storm? And like the Elvish word for storm is what is it again, Hyper? Sorry?
Great Storm is Cicera lore. It's
Great
also the word
storm.
for Maelstrom.
The word for I think I figured something out. Uh, based on something I said, Hyper, I think I figured it out. It's the Elven word for great storm is Skelero. Skelero. Oh, I can't pronounce it, but I just
Cicera
like
lore.
Skelero. Can you write it down? That I could probably pronounce it. But yeah, I just said the Skel. Why can't I? Why can't
Sicari lore.
Sicari law? Sicari law. Sicari law. Sicari law. Sicari law. Sicari law. Okay, I got. Okay. I know. I don't know why I'm getting a Sicari law. I don't know why I'm getting confused over it. But yeah, I just said the word Sicari law, and just open.
And by the way, for
Wait.
everyone on stream, what Pod said Amelie said was, "Oh, I thought you couldn't do magic, Varys, or read for that matter."
Okay, fuck you. I can read. Not that well. Uh, and mostly common. I can read Elven fine. Uh, and I look at the group. I'm like, did you not see the writing on the slab? Anyone?
Of course they didn't. As y'all
Oh,
walk in and y'all see something in there, you see, I say, you guys begin to see giant walls across this place. What the fuck is that one? What the fuck? Hold up. I have to see why something. Oh wait, it probably is doing it directionally. Damn it. Um, is it doing it right there? Okay, well that sucks.
it's a black screen on our. Oh no,
No, it's
it's at the
not.
very
Scroll
bottom.
down. I'm trying to figure out
Yeah.
why something is visible beyond that because it's not supposed to be. Yes, you can move yourselves, but don't move it yet. But you'll see someone walking out of the wall of this structure in front of you. Welcome, one and all. Welcome to the tomb of the open sea.
What does he look like?
He looks like this. You can't see anything, Phil?
No, I
Oh
was I
no,
was playing a joke, open sea, but I can't see anything.
Oh, okay. I also gotta figure out why the fuck there's a random light projecting over here.
random light. That's you, good sir. I don't see a random light projecting. Also, just to give you a heads up, I don't know if it's supposed to be on your stream, Hyper. The area we're seeing isn't blurry, but on us like Roll20, the area we're in is extremely blurry.
Also, I can see you guys drawing with those fucking.
I can't hear you. You muted yourself.
Zoom out, then zoom back in.
Zoom out, then zoom back in. Oh yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, zoom out and zoom back in, and it'll do much better. Okay, so with that, as you'll see him walk out, and then, but you see a man, basically dressed in captain's finery, with a slick black beard, hair tied back in a ponytail, conducting himself with a very similar accent to Rain, but much more deep, much more commanding.
Well, Walker.
Welcome, welcome to my temple. Welcome to my city. I am Valkyr, god of sailors and storms. Welcome, Forest Rivers. Welcome to all of you. Welcome to the trial to determine whether or not one of you is worthy. And of course, they couldn't say it. It was designed for someone very specific. Someone like you, Forest Rivers.
Could just drop the rivers, and call me worst.
Sorry. In my time, when I roamed the world, it was very customary to call someone by their first and last name.
Hold on a second.
It's been about 15,000 years. I hope you understand.
Boris has this look of like incredulous, like he's incredulous. Hold. When you roamed the world.
The gods have not roamed the earth in 15,000 years.
Oh, okay, that's what he meant. I thought he meant when he was roaming. He mentioned that I thought he was talking about that he was mortal.
Oh, he
and
was at one
roamed.
point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, a lot of gods were mortal first. Valkyr is very much one of them. Permission isn't given. It's earned. Boss. So, what we're going to do is you all will have to face the trial as one, and then one of you will complete the final test. The question is, will you all pass, or will some of you be swept away by the waves? Do you all agree to undertake the trial?
Yes.
There's one. There's two. Sure. Why not? There's two. I'm waiting for Phil to get back. Jay, is Yagu going to say yes?
No, I'm out. Good luck, guys. No, I'm joking. Yeah.
There's three.
You asked me if I was gonna run away or go or face the storm.
I want to save yours for last.
Okay.
For cinematic reasons.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Phil to get back.
What if Phil goes somewhere? Did he mention?
Yeah, he said be right back.
He's back.
Phil, Valkyr has asked you, will you all undertake the trial? He's obviously looking for a confirmation answer.
I mean, all right.
There's four. Virus Rivers, what will you do? Run as you have your whole life? Or will you brave the oncoming storm?
Really appreciate not being called out a bunch, but fuck it. Might as well run face first into this thing, isn't it?
That is your wish. Then allow me to invoke trial of the ocean of the ocean's expanse. As all of you are actually teleported.
Bruh.
Oh.
Oh, hi, and then
Yep, you have all been teleported, so be sure to look for yourselves on the map.
oh, we're in different places.
Yep.
I'm gonna not look at the other things. I can see where people are.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna dip out of that quickly. And if you're talking or something, I'll hop back on.
What are you gonna do?
I said I'll pop your stream back on if I'm talking to you or like Volca or something. But for now, I'm just gonna look at my roll 20. I don't want to be,
Actually, let me swap two of you real quick. Okay, everyone, be sure to find yourselves on the map.
Yeah.
Alright? Can everyone see themselves?
I
Yeah.
can see
can.
myself.
Yeah.
Pod, can you see yourself? Alright, awesome.
Question. My roll 20 is like crashing my computer. Should I reload it?
Yes, reload it real quick. I'll also close out of anything that isn't like Discord and Roll20.
Yeah, that's all I have open right now. Is
It should not be crashing your computer. Your goal is to get to the center of the maze. Sure. Let me do one thing first on that. Phil, you are over here. Oh, where the fuck did Chester go? Hold up. I gotta make sure that he can't see shit, too. Any more than you can. Chester also does not have night vision. He will not be able to see anything, but I will give you control over it. Each of you will start at a different entrance to the maze. Reach the center. And try not to leave any man behind. Basically, Pod, what I said, what Valkyr said was, everyone needs to reach the center of the maze. As you guys see, behind you, there are certain cracks in the wall, and they have started to pour in water. Jay, has your Roll20 loaded back fine?
Yeah, but it's like mega laggy. I'll just go with it for now. And
Yeah,
see what
just
happens.
focus on your character at the bottom, and it'll be better. It's probably the dynamic lighting that's
am.
fucking with it. Alright, I would like everyone... Let's start off, let's go counterclockwise, alright? Or let's go clockwise starting from the top right. Okay, starting at the top, we'll have Josaku. Move your movement, 5 feet at a time. I will say that you
Okay.
get dash movement in this, because because all you were doing is moving, you're not trying to do anything else.
Okay, so would that be like 80? Because of
Is your base movement for wait, Ameline, did you cast Longstrider on them before y'all entered into the thing? Yes, okay, so yes, it'll be 80 that Finn
Okay.
and Josaku can move. Actually, no. Let's just say base movement. I'll say base movement for everybody, because if y'all do 80, this will be done too fast.
Okay.
We'll say 40 for you for now. All right. Next up is going to be Finn. You're 40 feet of movement.
Wait, with Longstrider?
Yes, 40 feet of movement with all. Wait, what's your base movement?
30, but I can get 10 more with Blade Song.
If you would like to pop Blade Song, you can to make it 50.
Alright, I'm gonna pop Blade Song to make it 50.
Hey, Hyper, how can I erase something? I accidentally drew a line when I meant to draw the ruler.
When you to do what? Ruler? Oh, don't worry about it. I'll fix it later. It's not worth it because I'm pretty sure it would mess up a bunch of other things.
Okay.
Be sure to keep track of your movement amounts.
Oh.
So that's 30.
Don't click the fucking pen, my guy.
I did by accident.
No, just don't click the pen. Click only the ruler.
Okay.
Okay,
That's 50.
and you can move Chester right behind you if you want.
I can't see Chester, but knowing this thing, I'm just gonna pop him out, I guess. Sorry for the trouble.
There he is.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Next up is going to be it's going to be Yagu. Basically, you get to move your 30 feet. Assume that you can't see Finn. So yeah, but this one does require that nobody look at the Discord for the moment.
Yeah, that's my 30.
Alright. Is it? Oh yeah, it is, because it's a wall. So yeah, you can't go through that. You gotta go around. Okay, yep, so that's 30. Alright, next up is Amelie. Pod, move your 30 feet. There are multiple ways through for everybody, but some of them will take longer than others.
Is it done?
Is that it, Pod? All right, done. Okay. Next up is going to be Varys.
50 feet, right?
50 feet. Make your movement.
5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, sorry.
No, don't move it all at once. Move it at 5 feet at a time.
Yeah, that's not counting. 5, 10, 15.
No, I'm saying move your
20,
character 5 feet at a time rather than all at
Okay.
once.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Okay.
This is a wall, right? That he's at?
Yes, if it is black right now, this is a wall that is blocking you. Basically, anything that you cannot see beyond is a wall, else you will have vision of it, alright?
Okay.
As the water slowly begins to rise.
Can I do some? Is it possible, Hyper? I don't know if he can do this. I don't know if it's a thing. If he can try and sniff where the strongest part of the the ocean smell is coming from, like the smokiness.
Roll me a... No, actually, I will say that you can tell that, I'll say, you can tell based on where you got done, there's something drawing you, sort of like, from you to your right. And say, and sort of like, I'll say, like, in terms of like relative to the map you're looking at, it's down and to the right from you.
Okay. So like
Because I'm assuming you can't see Josaku on it, right?
No, I can't see Josaku, but like something in this area, right? Like down to the right.
Yes, like so it's going down and to the right. But
Yeah,
remember
that's
that
my
this
turn
is a
then.
labyrinth.
Yeah, that's my turn then.
All right, Josaku, you're up. You get 40 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Okay, that was 5, right? Or is that 10? How much is this already?
20.
20? Okay, keep going. As Josaku is actually the first one to see this. You see on the ground, is that your whole movement?
Yeah.
You see that there's actually a something on the ground that seems to be part of a circle drawn. You actually see 2 circles. A smaller one, which seems to be centered a little bit like relative to you on the map, forward and to your right, but a larger circle, say what seems to be a large curve, centered down and to your left. Do you see it here?
Yes.
All right. So next up, gonna be Finn.
All right.
I just realized, like, if this place does flood, right? Amelie and Varus are a-okay.
So is
It's everyone
Yagu.
else and so is Yagu. It's just
No.
Yeah, it's just the 2 humans that I have to worry about.
It's a good thing we got the long strider.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good for you guys.
Are you good, Phil?
I think that's it.
Okay. I also probably shouldn't have picked the one, one of the few non-aquatic people as having the longest way out.
Hopefully, you guys don't die.
Yeah, I didn't think about
Yagu
that.
dies.
Yeah, Yagu, you're up!
I actually have a tactic for mazes that I use. I use this on Minecraft all the time.
You cannot fly above it.
No, no, no. I use it on Minecraft. I'm not a cheater, dude.
What are you doing?
I'm not telling you what I'm doing.
5, 10, 15, 20,
All right,
25.
there's my third.
What? Why is your character not centered on the bricks? I'll say on the things. There we go.
It beats me. My thing's lagging like a mother hecker. I'm just trying to get
No,
through
you're
this.
fine. You're good.
My tactic is working.
Yep. Well, Phil, remember how I said that every reverie has a different challenge? Yeah. No, yours was the easy one. Bitch, do you know how long it took to set this shit up in dynamic lighting mode? Y'all are doing this shit. Pod, you are up with Amelie.
What was Josaku's challenge?
The challenge of truth. Basically, every time that he told a lie, the battle would have gotten progressively harder, and eventually it would have been where he was fighting an unstoppable opponent.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Cool.
eventually, the maximum version of that avatar had over 400 HP, a plus 16 to hit, and an AC of 24.
Upon his
Did
question.
Josaku lie during it?
No, he didn't.
Nope.
Look at that! A
Um,
legend.
You can, if you want. It does not look, it doesn't look like it's trapped. Yeah, no, Josaku literally made it as easy as possibly could upon him. It's just one of those things, like, it doesn't look like there's anything, like, special or trappy about the maze. Hey, is that it, Pod? Alright. Okay, maybe I will start letting y'all dash after this round. Varys, you're up.
That's 5, 10, 15,
This is going a lot longer than I thought it would be if y'all didn't have dash.
20, 25, 30. Wait, when I was here, I couldn't see.
Huh?
Wait, okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure. Okay, 5, 10, 15.
Remember to move it. Oh, remember to move it 5 feet at a time. Do not plan out your move ahead of time.
No, I'm not. Can I go this way?
Which way?
To the left?
You move your character and see.
Oh, okay. You can't start. Sorry. 5.
Yes, like
10,
you actually have to move your character to like see the full extent of things. Keep going.
Okay, can I go here? 20,
Okay.
25, 30. That's a dead end, right?
Yes, you would have seen it was a dead end, so I will let you retract that 30.
Right? So then 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Okay. As the water is still continuously slowly rising, from here I will let y'all dash. I say get dash levels of movement, else this will take forever, if not.
Is dash just doubles your movement?
Doubled movement. So for Josaku and
Nice.
Finn, this is going to be 40. For Amelie, this will be 60. With Varys, this will be 100.
And just checking out, when I was over here, I saw this was a dead end, right?
Yes,
So
you
it
did.
looks like a... Okay. I want to make sure that I actually saw the dead end.
Yes, again,
And-
if you cannot see past something, it is a dead end.
Because I don't want to actually, like, there was a thing, but I thought it was a dead end and just fucking left.
I will say no to double dashing. But Josaku, you are up. 80 feet.
Can I make this here?
No, that is a wall.
Okay.
I just didn't draw it the whole way, unfortunately.
Okay.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Okay. Finn, you're up.
So, has it been a minute?
No.
Okay, so
Why?
I have 100 feet of movement then.
Yeah, no, you still have wait. Oh, yeah, Blade Song. Yes, then you have 100 feet of movement. I'll just move Chester near you. Don't worry about it. What? That's you're heading out of the maze, by the way, at this point.
I can't. There's like no wall there. Okay.
Yeah, there's no wall there because that's that was Yagu's entrance.
Oh, I have no idea. I
Basically-
told you guys I'm bad at these.
No,
things.
no. Basically,
Wait,
I
can
will
I
take it
tell
back. I will take it
where I
back.
went?
I will take you back to where you started. All right.
Oh.
You started here. Now move, and I will say that I will now create a blue area where there's sort of like an something blocking your exit. All right. Okay. You will
Okay.
see it now when you get there. Okay. So now move back as you were.
Okay.
Okay. I will now move Chester to match you. Y'all don't realize how close y'all came to seeing each other. Jesus Christ, y'all are literally on the other side of a fucking wall from each other. Oh, that's great. Yagu,
Oh.
you're up.
Wait, who's on the opposite side of a wall?
Don't know. You don't know this. Keep going. You're up. But I will say,
Well, I'm
actually,
gonna stick to my
Yagu,
strat.
you hear a noise coming from behind you, almost as if it's somebody walking by.
Can I call out? Can I call out to them?
Yes, you can.
Hello in there.
Finn, you hear a very close Yagu. Legitimately.
I don't respond.
Oh my god, yeah, you get no response? Okay, yeah, you get 60
Wait,
feet of
why do you-
movement, Yagu.
Why does Finn not respond?
Getting donut walled by Finn, dude.
You are!
It's not my turn. I don't think I can respond. It's not my turn, right?
I would say you could respond at this point, like, as he heard you walking past him.
Oh, well then I'd be like, it's me, Finn. I'm over here.
And you hear it coming, I'll say, Yagu, you hear it coming from, I'll say, back this way? Can you see on your map where I'm pinging?
Yeah.
You hear it from this direction. And, Finn, you heard it coming from this direction.
You said
But
I get
also,
60
actually,
movement with
where
dash,
y'all
right?
are set, where y'all are hearing it from, y'all also hearing it come from this direction.
No,
Because
you're
it is
trying
a
to bait
maze
me.
and there is an echo.
No, you're baiting me. You said I get 60 feet of movement, right?
You do, yes.
Cool. I think this is 40.
Let me see. You started
45.
here, right? So that's
50.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. From what I'm getting, this would
60.
make it 50. Wait, no.
Right
Wait,
here?
no. You're right. You're right. That was 60.
Yeah. I went the long way around because of the strat.
All right. So with that, next up is going to be Amelie. And Amelie, you would get the sense that the wargs actually wouldn't be able to help here because the smell of seawater is so potent in the air that they would not be able to smell anything but seawater.
Moj.
Yep. All right. Amelie, you may move 60 feet.
I just saw where you found the fucking Tarasek question from, Hyper.
The what?
I always pull up r/d&d memes, and I just saw the Tarasek meme.
The what?
The Tarasek meme, the one where it's like if a Tarasek has features
Tarask.
like
Tarask, yes.
if the Tarask has features like Hans and
Tarasek? Come on, man.
I always call it Tarasek.
Yep.
I guess there is no A between the Q and E. UE. Are these railroads?
Yeah. Amelie, 60 feet. But
Oh,
no,
I'm gonna ask about the hearing.
as a hearing probably, but it wouldn't do you much good because of the echoing here, and also you don't hear it currently. You don't hear any of it at the moment.
Wait, I have a question, Hyper. I didn't think about this until just now, but now I'm wanting to be a cheater and say I've been doing it the whole time. Can Yagu be playing his instrument while he's walking?
He can, yes.
Let's go. I've got my bagpipes in hand.
Well, in that case, I will say that it will give an advantage towards anybody who's like, it will be able to, people will be able to tell the direction if they are close to you. So, are you casting the spell, Pod? Okay, burning the 3rd level spell slot to cast the dogs. Okay. You have your wargs, and they are immediately cramped as shit. Let me pull out the enemy thing. Shit. I know I had one for the wargs before, but now I can't find out where they fucking are. They might be down here. Ah, here we go. The fuck? Where'd it go? Okay, 1. 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Just know that if there is combat later, you are burning a lot of the. Say you are using a lot of spells on exploration rather than the combat. All right. Go ahead and move. Oh, let me give you control over these two. One second, because also they can't see in the dark, so they can't see right now. They can smell, but they cannot see. That is another thing. They will be staying right behind you. I will basically be having them like lead up. The only reason that they can even moderately see is because you are emitting a dim light because of your lantern. Wait, do they? I did not think wargs had dark vision. Wargs, they do have dark vision. Never mind. Fuck me. Okay. Well, then in that case, well, shit. Okay, this will take me a second to fix. Um. How much did you already move, Pod? Go ahead and type that down while I am trying to fix your wargs' dark vision. Okay. You get to move 60. All right, is that 60? Oh, what the fuck? It just revealed something. Okay, that was not intended, but it's whatever. I get it's like a touch. It's more so because like the more creatures you have with dynamic lighting, the more it's actually gonna lag. So because of the wargs adding like literally almost doubling the amount of creatures that now have vision in this thing, on top of also Chester doing it too, you'll have doubled the amount, so it's gonna be laggy for a touch. Alright. Next up is going to be Varys.
5, 10.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's part of it. It's just,
25,
it happens.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I'm in a room, right?
Yeah.
60. This is a dead end over here, right?
Say what? Say one more time.
Over here's a dead end, right?
It does not appear to be no.
55, 70, 75, 80, 85,
You-
90.
Well, that's actually 100 because like technically this wall back here, if you
Yeah.
can see it, that wall like extends up, so you would have to move around the wall.
Okay, then he stops here.
That is 100. Okay.
Do I see this like, is this a line here?
Yes, you do see the glowing circle on the ground, or the glowing edge of the circle on the ground. As the water is slowly continuing to rise. Josaku, you're up. This is round 4, so it has been so this is gonna be 24 seconds in. You will have 6 more rounds of extra movement. Yeah, Amelie, you do not see it. Yagu, you actually do see it as well on the ground.
What, a glowing circle?
Yeah, a little bit of glowing circle. If you're looking on your map right here in these two, you can
Yeah.
see that.
Oh, I thought that was a smiley face.
Nope. Like I said, Josaki, you can move your 80 feet.
That's my 80.
Yep. All right. So next up is going to be Finn. As you hear, as you actually hear Yagu. You're free to move up, Finn. You have 100 feet of movement.
I hit him like up there, right?
Yeah, it is coming from this direction. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. It is coming from this direction now. 75, 80, 85, you can see Yagu. 90, 95. We'll say that you two are basically standing right next to each other. So yeah,
Finn.
Yagu, you see Finn walk up right behind you.
I hate mages. Or mazes. I hate both. I hate everything.
As you realize,
Listen.
Yagu is a mage.
Present complete. Ah, fuck. I'm gonna stop talking.
Listen, Finn, it's okay. I give him a pat on the shoulder and I say, I'll see you at the end of this. Don't steal my strat.
By the way, there was literally, regardless of which direction, there was a chance for Finn to meet either Yagu or Josaku. It was all about like whoever got in that one. Josaku went the opposite direction of which way he could have met Finn, and then so did Finn. Actually, I will say
Like,
you
I
can
wasted
take that
some
one
movement.
back. You can take that one back, Yagu, because you can see. Go back 5 feet. You can see ahead of you
Yeah.
is a dead end.
Okay, so am I still at 15 or at 20 movement?
15, because you can easily see that
Okay,
this is
15.
a dead end ahead of you, so you would not go that way. Okay, and you see that this room is also
Oh,
another dead
man.
end, so you can actually take that 5 feet of movement back too, because you can easily see that that is a dead end.
I don't even know what I'm at. I think I'm at.
Okay, so if you're right here,
45
that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Yeah,
You're at
40.
40. You have 20 more feet of movement. So that is, what, one sec, I think that's
That's
6.
60.
Yep. That would be 45, 50, 55, 60. That is correct. Okay. Amelie, you're up. Okay, if you're gonna use your amplifier voice to call for your teammates. Unfortunately, none of them are close enough to hear you. Technically,
Okay, Pod said they're done with movement. Can I
Yep.
move?
1 moment. Let me recenter the camera on you. Now you can.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Mhm.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 80. Okay, I would have known over here that this is a dead end, right?
Yes, you would have. I'll let you take that one back.
85, 90,
Uh-huh.
95, 100.
Yep. Okay.
Is this a dead end over here?
No.
Okay.
As far as you can tell, there's a path off this direction.
Okay.
All right.
I'm getting
As the
close.
water is slowly starting to rise, it is about up to y'all's. So it's starting to get like up to the level of y'all's shoes now. Josaku, you're up. I was wondering how long it was going to take you to realize you walked into a bunch of dead ends, Jose. Is that 80? Really?
Yeah.
That was 80. Holy shit. Okay.
Josaku, please don't die. I don't want out of the martial badlands. I
No,
don't want
no,
anyone
no,
to die.
no. He's not the one in the biggest amount of trouble right now.
Is it Phil?
No.
Who? Because
You'll figure it out. All right,
Pod can
yeah. Finn, you're up. What?
like I'm not worried about Pod myself or Jade because we can all I can breathe underwater.
Oh
Pod can
yeah.
manage it.
But that doesn't mean everybody can teleport out until everybody's got to the center of the base, my guy.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm worried about. Finn and
By the way, Phil, you get to take all that back because you would have seen that you would have seen like Yagu walk up and then head the other direction.
Yeah, but how would you know Yagu wasn't just trolling? Oh, hey again, Finn. Oh, bye, Finn. He didn't even say hi to me.
Finn, did
That's
you
my
say,
movement.
did you say anything to to
No,
Yagu as you passed by?
I'm just focused on getting out of this maze, dude.
Yep. Okay. Yagu, you're up. 60 feet.
Frick. Okay.
I will say that there is one person who is super fucked.
Amelie?
20, 25, 30, 35,
I can say you could tell him. Whatever.
45, 50, 55, 60.
So-
Hi, Finn!
So I'll say, yeah, Finn got a little bit ahead of you. He's like, hey, I'll scout ahead. But you're sticking like right behind him. All right. Amelie, you're up. I feel so evil right now. I would just use arrows keys to like move up and whatnot. I will count 5 less feet on your total movement thus far, Pod, because you would have just crossed, like gone across here. Huh? Yeah. If you click on your token, you can use arrows to move them. No. Remember, don't move them like that diagonally. You got to move them arrow wise. Oh nope, I got it. What the fuck? Okay, something just happened there. I don't know what. Ah, fuck. Uh, Shit. Supposed to block with some of the walls, but yeah, okay, cool. You're good. Wait, why can you see the map? What? You should be able to see the map. Refresh. Refresh it, Pod. Okay, you can't see it. Good. Okay, cool. All right. Varys, you're up.
Give me 1 second.
I'll say to the audience at home, there's one person who's making a lot less progress than it looks like they are.
5, 10.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure. Like, am I at a dead end over
Yes,
here?
that is a dead end.
On this side, right?
Yes, that is a dead end.
Okay. And okay, so I'll go back up here. 15. Is there a dead end over here as well?
Yes, that is a wall.
20, 25, 30, 45, 50, 55.
Wait, how did you go from
16?
25 to 45?
Do you want me to start from the?
You started from here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I went 5, 10. I went down. 15 up
15.
again. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
You skipped 30 when you counted the first time, dude.
Okay. 55, 60, 65, 70.
As you see from
75.
here, it radiates a bright blue light. As Varys has made it to the center of the maze.
Do I keep going or?
You can keep going here towards the center, but then you just stand in the center.
Yeah. So 75, 80, 85, 90.
I mean, not like in the dead center. You could say like right there, where you're good.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So Hedge, you will no longer be moving in the rounds of therefore.
Okay.
This fourth.
Yo, what the frick?
He made it to the center. He's the fastest. He's also the only one that didn't go off on any blocked entrances.
I thought he said he hit like 5 dead ends.
No, he hit walls, not dead ends.
Oh.
Josaku hit a full dead end.
Oh.
All right. Jose, you're up.
That's 80.
That's 80? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, Yagu, Finn, you're up. Actually, Finn and Yagu, I will let y'all move at the same time. Because y'all are
Oh
together.
boy. 5. Wait up for me, Finn.
Are you waiting for him, Finn?
Yeah, sure.
15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, 35.
What?
40.
Bro, where are the
45.
rest of my homies? I need to see them. I don't want them to
Alright.
die.
Let's go.
I don't remember how. I think it was at 8.
Can I look
You
at
were
the
not at
map?
80, but not by a long shot.
I'm at 45
No,
right
8.
here.
Like I can move 20 squares. So think I
Trust
hit
me, you
8.
won't need to. Move down one more. And pick your direction.
Oh, I can see someone.
50,
Can Varus yell out at them?
55.
You would actually be at this point be able to hear Yagu's bagpipes.
60.
It's this way,
can't
Yago.
move.
I can
Okay,
see.
I'm done here. Gotcha. Well, this is the end of my movement, so
I'm just
Can
gonna
I-
wait here for
My-
Yago.
my strat worked.
Yes, it actually did.
Wait, what was the strat? I was just moving randomly.
When you're in a maze, you stick to the right wall and just go all the way through.
He's right. Eventually, eventually you will either hit an exit or you will get to the center, depending on how the maze is designed.
Can I look
For
at the screen now?
Josaku, it would be a bad idea to do that right now.
Yeah.
Can I look at the stream now, Hyper, now that I'm at the center?
Yes, you can. You just cannot help.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say anything.
All right, Amelie,
Wait,
you're up.
are we at the center?
Yeah, y'all are basically at the center, so y'all just have to like move to it on your next turn, and you'll be fine.
Can we look at the stream as well then, or no?
I will say yes. Y'all can still look at the stream. The only two people that can't
Poggers.
are Josaku and Amelie currently. All right, Pod, you're up. None of them can hear you. They shake their heads no. There's a reason that they cannot.
Is it because my bagpipes are too loud?
No, there's a reason that they cannot hear anything.
I'm assuming Volka's done something.
The walls might protect people from sound if they are on different paths. I would say no because it's a maze and it's not like a sort of thing. You can't hear anything coming from any of the directions. Pod.
Yo, can I roll a performance check for my bagpipe playing?
Absolutely. Go do it. As Pod is now,
Frick.
as Amelie has now realized, is that she has hit a dead end. Yeah, so that one person who was on the longest path off the beaten path, it was Amelie. Yep, so let me move these. 1 second, I will move the wargs. The 3 of you have reached the center of the maze. I promise you, most of the challenges won't be as complicated as this one. I really just wanted to try a maze puzzle. Very serial done. So with that, Josaku, you're up. Also, Hedge, if you're talking, you're muted. Is everybody else muted, or is that just me?
Oh, I think we're just all quiet.
Oh, okay. Okay, from here, I will say Josaku, before you move anything else, you hear bagpipes from this direction.
Let's go.
Ah.
Is that the end of your movement?
Yeah, that's 80.
That's 8. Damn! Alright, Finn and Yagu, you may move to the center of the maze. Yeah, Pod, just to let you in on what you did wrong, you went down when you should have went up at the start. Yagu, you can also move to the center. I'll move him there.
When I see the two of them coming, I'm like, have you guys seen Josaku or Amelie anywhere?
Josaku, when you hear the bagpipes,
Nah.
are you gonna call out or something?
Yes. I'll call out Yagu's name.
Yeah, and then y'all hear from behind you Josaku. Basically coming from the same direction it looks like Varys went. Alright,
Just,
so with that,
I'm just gonna yell out that Josaku we're here.
Amelie, you're up. I will say if you want, thaumaturgy, nobody's hearing it. Wargs still aren't hearing anything. I will say though, if you want, you can use the Wargs movement because I'm pretty sure they have 40 feet of movement. I'm sorry, they have 50 feet of movement. If you'd like to hop on one's back and take 100 feet of movement as opposed to 60, you can. You just have to be on top of the Warg when you do that. Okay, from there, all right. You can move 100 feet from on top of the Warg. I'll let you do like the extra 5 to get on its back this turn, and then the Wargs can like run off and they can dash from there. Because they've been trying to move at your pace thus far. If you want to move at Warg pace, I will let you.
Amelie gets 95 feet of movement this turn and then 100 every other move.
Yes.
Turn, correct?
So, yep, just move yourself 95 more feet, and I will move the Wargs to you. Just be sure to like use arrow keys and shit. You can like drag it, and it will let you select multiple underneath it. 95 more feet. Yeah, I can just put one of the Wargs underneath you. That is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 50, 55, 60. 65. 70. 75, 80, 85. 90. And by the way, you can just move diagonally here if you want, and I'll only count as one. 95, and then you get one more. There's 100. Okay. Right. All right, Josaku, you now get to do your movement. Give me one moment before you do it, though. Not done moving the wargs. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, Pod, I know that like even with the clock, it'll be like the kind of thing where like I don't want this to take forever because there's stuff that has to be done. But I thought it was like a cool way to like also like put the pressure on. Is also, by the way, the water is now up to your ankles. Josaku, you can move now.
Ah.
Because you can now move to the center of the maze.
I
Welcome, Josaku.
clasp
Where's-
Josaku's hand, and I'm just like, it's good to see you. Have you seen Amelie?
The closer
I've
outward
not.
from where you originally were, Amelie, you notice that the water's getting higher.
I love that gift so much, Pod.
Yep. By the way, y'all are notice that the water is starting to seep into the center. Only
I look at
one. Only one remains. Will she make it to the
we
center on
should-
time?
We get that, Walker. We get that.
He doesn't acknowledge that you said anything.
I hate when gods do that. Yeah, Wiki. Finn, Josaku, can any one of you breathe underwater?
What
No.
the fuck? I'm a human. What? What?
I don't know. You can cast magic, dude.
Amelie.
I can't.
Why are we being tested in
What
this
happened?
trial?
100 feet of movement, Amelie.
Bro, I don't
Wait,
know
can I
what
use
gods
the-
do.
Can I
Everybody
use
calm down
movement
and
to look
enjoy
for
the
Amelie?
bagpipes.
You can if you would like. Just be careful not to get more
Okay.
lost.
This
I know my way
this
back.
might not be the play.
No, I think Josaku, you stay with us. Josaku, you stay with us.
One of us should look for Amelie.
I think.
Look, look,
No, I
we're
think
gonna
we
get
could-
lost.
Yeah, I agree with him. We don't. We need to trust Amelie. Amelie can get here. She isn't. We know she's skilled. She'll find a way.
We will.
We need
We
to
will
trust
also have
her.
no way to communicate with you if you leave. So if she shows up,
Yes, and we need to trust Amelie right now.
also out of character, I'm pretty sure all of us have looked at the stream. So
Everyone
I'm able
but
to find my way
Pod
back.
should have, hopefully. Like,
Yeah.
well, also everybody's at the center, and I said that once you get to the center, you can look at the stream.
I haven't checked
Yeah.
the stream yet.
Am I in the
Oh,
stream?
oh, you haven't.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I just.
No, yeah,
I
you're
told-
having to backtrack, Pod, because you went to a full dead end. You went deep into a dead end, so you're having to backtrack. That's part of one of the reasons I gave you 100. So you were here, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 is where you are now. You have 45 more feet of movement. 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. Oh, nope, wrong way. Yeah, where the warg is 100 feet. Also, by the way, if I spent this long on drawing out the walls of this maze, which by the way, I had to literally retrace every single wall of this maze and the artwork on it. Performance, yeah, no, your performance is fucking great.
Wait, is Josaku leaving? I thought he was gonna stay.
I know my way back.
Josaku, no, can
Okay,
I?
then yeah, Josaku, you get to move your 80 feet.
Oh, this guy, he trolled us.
Don't worry, this is gonna be funnier than you think.
Man, Hyper's gonna laugh at us when we all
No,
get
no, no, no,
TP'd,
no,
like, yeah.
no, no. You don't see why it's gonna be funnier than you think. For those of you that are looking at the stream, look at Josaku's path. Look at what y'all have seen already. Jay gets it.
Is the water deep enough to drown myself yet?
No.
Why are you trying to drown yourself, Finn?
By the way, Josaku, welcome back to the middle of the maze.
Hey, Josaku, welcome back. Did you find Amelie over there?
Yeah, y'all see that he basically went in a small loop around the center.
Can I climb any of these walls?
No.
Can I punch one of the walls?
Yes, you can.
Can you punch me instead?
No, I like you. Why would I punch you?
1 second, I'm gonna get through this and then we're gonna do more Amelie. What was it to hit?
Oh, I'll roll.
What?
Wait, am I actually rolling to hit the wall? Okay,
Did you
okay.
roll to hit the wall? What'd you do?
I didn't. I did. Okay, I'll roll to the wall. I didn't realize that. I just thought I could just punch it. Okay.
Yeah, punch it. Roll attack and roll damage.
Fuck me. Why did I got a nat 20, dude? I'm pissed. Like, why'd I have to waste a nat 20 here?
Okay, yeah, you hit the wall. It does no damage.
Ugh.
I
Not
roll?
yet. Eventually there may be. Pod, there's not at this moment. You are still too far from anyone else. But
Can
now,
I?
the closer you're getting in, it's starting to get up to the warg's knees. So you need to get a move on. You're up.
Can I roll another performance check and play some music to soothe my compadres?
With the 24, you're already soothing them. The music
Okay.
that Yago is playing is fucking banger.
We just need to calm down. Every little thing is gonna be all right.
So that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You have to go. 60. Sorry, 55, 60, 65, 70. Oh,
Wait, didn't I last week buy a new musical instrument?
I believe you did over something. Oh, well, shit. Why does it keep revealing the map? There's no reason that it should have you reveal the map. Hold up. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to take away my thing, and then y'all can't see Amelie. I'm just going to have it to where y'all at home see the warg. Okay. Basically, imagine the warg is Amelie. Yeah, I'll get rid of the other 3 for now. But we'll say that there's 4 there. Okay. Keep going. You're currently at 50 at the moment. If you could see where the warg is, the warg would make 70. Does it keep revealing it, Pod? Oh, shit. Wait, what? 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay. Damn it. 1 second. Fuck it. I can't get this thing on top of it. I've tried to get this fucking. Whatever. Okay, it's not going. But yeah, okay, we'll say there. Alright. Now you may make a perception check with hearing at advantage because of the wargs as to whether or not you're hearing anything. Okay, perception. Okay, that's a Finn one. Pod, did you hear me?
I didn't hear you too if you said anything, Hyper.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you now.
Yeah, Pod, you roll me a perception check for sound now.
Oh, Pod said the computer crashed.
Oh,
She's loading everything. They're loading everything back up.
well, that's annoying. Honestly, I was very unfortunate that Pod, the person with the slowest like movement thing and whatnot, and that kind of thing, overall was the one who got who got kind of stuck.
Mm.
Shit. But come on, also, even Phil, you have to admit that the maze was a little bit fun.
I hate this thing, dude. I hate it so much.
Phil just hates the whole Galrin arc.
Dude, I'm ready for it to be done, dude.
Phil hates
Like,
my arc,
actually,
dude.
or what?
No, I'm just kidding, dude. I just hate fucking mazes, dude.
Why?
Dude, I went the same boat as Phil. I had no idea what I was doing. I just ran in a random direction. I hit dead ends and I ran the other way. And I was like, okay, I'm here, I guess.
It also helps that you're the fastest person, so there's that.
The Gollum arc will always be goated because it had the fucking mother-son reunion part, and that made me cry super hard.
Dude, Chaz is in it too, dude. How can you not love
And-
Chaz
and
in
they-
Hey,
Anders?
Chaz is cool, but like mom and son,
Chaz
like
pisses
me
like
off.
fucking that have always been a big thing for me because I was really close to my mom when she was around.
Okay, Phil, I'm gonna do some more mother son stuff before we leave, Phil. I'm
Damn,
gonna
I
make.
actually cracked up. I mean, I choked up a little bit there at the end.
Oh, I'm sorry, Phil.
No, when I was talking, because like I said, it's really important to
Yeah.
me, so it was really nice to see.
I'm gonna make Phil cry again, out of love and happiness, but he's gonna cry. I wonder what the fuck is gonna happen now that we're in the middle. Swear to God, if Volker tells us to leave again, I'm gonna have questions about his fucking challenge.
You know what should happen? He should have us do the maze take 2.
I will literally drown myself, dude.
Dude, if he does maze take 2, I'm just gonna go to bed right now. My bed is like right there. I'm just gonna go jump on the bed.
I don't want another reverie, dude. Y'all can keep it.
Fucking,
Trust me,
I'm
you
gonna
definitely
chuck my
want this
reverie
one.
into this. I'm gonna kick my football, kick my reverie.
We don't want Yagu to have a reverie.
Dude, but you're getting the boots of Bezos, dude. We need you to get the boots of Bezos.
I'm gonna give them to Finn.
Finn can't wear the boots of Bezos. Hey,
I'll take
Pod.
I'll take one level of bar just to wear them, dude.
The boots of Bezos, dude.
I can't take a level of bar. I don't have enough charisma.
Me neither.
Okay, dude.
Oh, shit,
Okay,
did I
dude.
fuck this up?
I think you're at 20, aren't you?
Hyper's sabotaging us, dude.
No, I might have fucked something up. I hope I didn't. Shit.
You know what this is? This is punishment for all the times I meme on his stuff, dude.
No, something might have fucked up because I had the wrong version into something, and then it's like, okay. All right. Okay, Pod. You can move again. You get to move another 100 feet. But before that, make me a perception check. Use it at advantage because it is using sound. God damn it. Hey, Hedge, could you do me a huge favor? Can you
Mhm.
can you exit out of Varys's character sheet for a second?
Okay, exit it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to log back in or?
Wait for it. Can everybody actually, except for Pod, exit out of D&D Beyond for a second? And Pod, when I tell you you can you exit out too for a second? I just need to make sure about something.
You said D&D Beyond, not Roll20, right?
That is correct. Pod does need to make that perception check. So I'm still waiting on that. There we go. Okay.
Wait, so like leave our
26.
character sheet?
Yeah, just exit out of your character sheets real quick. Everyone, including Pod right now.
Everyone just exit out of D&D Beyond.
I'm just gonna close the whole fucking browser. Tell me when to open it again.
Okay, let me see if it worked. I'm trying to make sure that like D&D Beyond kind of fucked me with something, and I'm trying to make sure that.
I think I know what it fucked you with because it's fucked me over in different things as well.
What do you think it fucked you up? It fucked me
You're
over.
trying to upload the Reverie to make it public, but it's not updating.
No, I'm trying to do something else.
Oh,
You're not getting the Reverie tonight.
bro, I'm not getting the. No, didn't you hear, Jay? This is this is Finn's Reverie.
I don't want it.
Dude, it says
Okay, it's
Reverie.
just not gonna happen the way I want it to. I'll send you a picture and stuff. But yeah, okay, we'll figure it out. Okay. So with
There we
that, Amelie, you get to move your 100 feet now. Everyone else,
Okay.
go ahead and move it up. Amelie, you are hearing a bagpipe from this direction.
Can we open up Roll20 D&D Beyond again?
Yes, you can. I don't know if everybody closed it, but it's whatever. Thaumaturgy. Okay, shouting out loud. You guys can hear Amelie actually from this direction.
Can we yell back at him?
I mean, she can already hear you, but yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go back and-
Wait,
She can
where's
already hear my
Yosaku?
bagpipes. Wait, can I move over maybe and make it?
Louder? Yeah, go for it. I would say you absolutely can. But Amelie, you get to move your 100 feet.
You said this direction, right?
Yes, you can move there, and then
Yeah.
keep playing your bagpipes. It has gotten louder. Amelie, you can start moving. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Pod, this way. They're hearing it from this way. All right, now it's coming from this way. All right, now, one moment. Wait. Now it is primarily coming from this way. Now this way.
I just yell out to Josaku so he knows that when Amelie's is like, Amelie's on the way, Josaku, we can hear.
All right, is that 100?
God said I think so, Hyper.
All right. With that, everyone, y'all can start to hear Amelie Thaumaturgy say, it's like, somebody help me lose out of here. I say, somebody help me get out of here. Keep playing your music. All right, Pod, if you would like, you can move another 100 feet.
Still playing my bagpipes.
At this point, it is hard for you to get lost from where it was. So, yep. Yay!
And so
DDB
could you-
worked. Fuck yeah! As y'all see, as you turn this corner, and you see Josaku!
Oh.
Yay!
Yay! Phil also
By
said
the way,
BRB.
the water is about up to y'all, is like starting to get like pouring. It's about up to your shins and knees now.
Yep.
It's one of those things like if y'all got lost too fast, if y'all weren't like sprinting through the place, just because y'all were hurting. Get me out of this faulty bathhouse! Alright,
I'm motioning
Amelie,
over.
keep moving towards the center. Oh, my bad. I was trying to click on the ward. Alright, as everyone gets into the center, I'll say everyone stands in a circle. Hold up, let me
Come on, it's not Galrin, Amelie, it's this fucking
Let me
temple.
find, where the fuck did I put Chester? Where did Chester go?
And oh yeah, Phil did say BRB as well, Hyper. I'm gonna take this time run to the washroom quickly.
You better hurry, because there's stuff
Yeah.
to do after this, man. Oh, there's Chester.
Back.
Okay. And when when Phil gets back, we are doing it. But yeah, Pod, there you go. That was it. That was y'all have Pat I'm waiting for Phil to get back, and then we can do the thing. Also, Edge, I hope you haven't been sweating. You got it
I
easy on
wasn't.
this part.
Oh no, I wasn't sweating that because I was like, I don't care. Like Varus wasn't worried about himself because even if the water, even if he was underwater, he can breathe underwater. This didn't scare him. He was more so worried about I wasn't even worried about Pod too much because I knew Amelie could wild shape into like a water animal. I was mainly worried about Finn and Josaku.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait for Valka to do something else too instead of just fucking giving me the reverie.
Mhm.
Didn't he say now there's a solo test?
Yeah, there's a solo test that I have to do.
Then all of you will be tested, and then one of you will be tested.
I assume all of us was tested getting here.
Yep.
And now one of us, which will be which will be Finn,
Finn.
because it's Finn's
It'll be
reverie. Yeah,
Finn.
exactly.
This was actually a little bit of a test, and y'all actually passed it because of something that you did. So just as a heads up, as the DM, what this was especially a test of is whether or not y'all could use each other to help those who got lost. And y'all did that flawlessly, which is when basically it was Valkyr testing your ability to work as a crew. And particularly, y'all's usage of Yagu and his instrument playing really helped that. And y'all's usage of sound. Sound was not able to get out through the top, but it was able to go to track through the maze. But beyond a certain point, the noise would be magically dampened. Notice when Amelie was getting closer, say closer to the thing where there was a direct path, it was fine. But he was having it to where if there was an entrance or exit beyond where you guys were from each other, the sound would actually track out of the entrance and exit if it was closer to you, say to the source of that sound than you were. So like when Amelie was at the bottom half, that entrance would have drowned out any sound. When Yagu was down here, he was actually say when he was like down here, that would have actually drowned out any sound. That make sense?
Sure.
Yep. Everyone can open D&D Beyond again. Yes. No, Jay, like legitimately, you're the main reason that actually worked out very well. Right now we are just waiting for Phil. While he's doing that, I will be right back.
What are we waiting for him?
Oh yeah, we were waiting on you. Okay, well in that case, give me 1 second. Let me actually turn off dynamic lighting. That way y'all can, so that way y'all's thing
I
won't
think
lag
we
anymore.
save. I think Pod, I think I should be fine. I think we save spells for the Tomb Tapper Pod.
You don't know that you're gonna
100%.
fight it.
Oh, let's be real. This fuck is coming at us. And even Varus knows there's no way in hell he's gonna get in and get out spickety clean. I appreciate the help, but but Volker did say this was going to be a challenge that I would have to face by myself. You guys helped me get.
Sorry, I had to use the restroom real quick. Okay,
No,
so next up is actually you all say it's like all of you have passed the test. You have proven that you can work truly well together as a crew. But now it is time to test the true measure of the captain. As you're all instantly teleported into this giant cavernous, like almost temple-like room. And you're all at the base here. As you see once again, Valkyr stands before you, arms crossed behind his back. What you'll see in front of you is a giant tower made almost of, made of almost stone, but it's the main thing lit up in this room as a giant, but at the same time contained storm rages around this pillar of stone and rock, but it doesn't seem to do it at the top. Now, you must brave the storm, Varus Rivers. As he extends his arm towards the pillar, climb and claim. I'm saying claim the power. Ended for.
I give the party a salute. See you guys in a bit. And I start walking up.
All right. So let me do something real quick. All right.
Wait, can Yagu do something before he goes?
Yes, you can.
Yagu gives Varys a hug before he goes.
All right. Good thing you didn't try anything magic.
As he tries to give me the hug, Yagu feels like a tight hug around him, and was like, "Thank you, Yagu."
Good luck, buddy.
I
Can
give
I get a-
Varys a salute.
Can I get a group hug?
Group hug.
Group hug.
I join in.
There's a pod. There's Amelie and there's
Amelie looks like Amelie joins. I look
There's
at Finn.
Finn.
I say, Finn, get in here.
Can we just get this thing and go?
You
Come
never
on,
know
Finn.
what might be the last voyage with your crew.
Okay, you keep
fair play.
stop ruining it. I would appreciate if you gave me a hug, Finn.
Can we just get this thing and go, please?
Not until you give me a hug.
Finn, join the hug.
I cast silent image and make the silent image hug them.
What the
You actually notice that the silent image doesn't activate.
I hate this place. I hate this place. I hug them, and then I just go sit in a corner.
Well, okay, but you notice as soon as you step, say over towards the corner, and once you're outside of like right around the pillar, that magic starts to work again, or that like you get that magical feeling again, like you feel your connection to Chester almost reestablished or something.
As Finn just walks away, I just look at him and I just say, "Thank you, brother," and then I start walking off.
Before you go,
Yeah.
we're sparring after you get it.
A reverie versus reverie. Let's go, baby.
You have to survive first.
This guy, dude.
No, he called Finn brother Amelie. Amelie is his sister. And he.
Oh.
And Yagu's his pet.
No, dude, what the? No! Yagu, Josaku, and Finn are his brothers, and Amelie are his sisters. No, bad part. Bad! No!
Yeah, bad. Horny bonk. Okay, no, get back to the story. We're losing the plot. This is a big pivotal
One
moment.
step, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, Varys, do you step forward into the storm?
Yes.
Okay. I would like you to make a strength saving throw.
Can I rage before it?
Yes, you can. It is a strength saving throw, though, so you do not get advantage on it.
Oh, you don't? Then I.
No, you do not.
Okay. No, you do get strength checks and saving throws.
I was saying strength checks and saving throws. Okay, then do it.
Get one rage. Gone. That's good.
I've
because
also
my first
counted
roll-
the storm as like constantly attacking you, so you can keep your rage through it.
Thank you. My first one was a 17.
17. Okay.
I'm rolling again. Oh, that's better. That's an 18.
18. Okay. So you slowly start to step through, and you're almost instantly taken off of your feet by this storm. You feel it whipping around you, threatening to toss you off. Even as large of a guy as you are and as strong as you are, you're finding yourself hard pressed to fight against this wind. But you're able to make it through. Your movement is basically cut down to 10 feet per round here inside the storm. That is how powerful this storm is around this pillar. In addition, you feel as if Captain's Pride is just a coat at the moment. What I did is any magical bonuses you would have gotten are negated. Rage is the only thing that works right now.
So he's gonna start climbing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can he use his Qatar?
To
Kind
try and
of.
climb? Yes, you can.
Yes, as like kind of like pickaxes. So he's gonna.
I
pull
would
them
like
out.
you to make a strength check to hold on to your guitars, though.
Advantage again, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's a 13 and 12.
Okay, the DC was 12. To hold on to those.
So just barely. in the air.
Okay, now I need you to make a strength saving throw to start climbing up.
Second. That's a 15. No, 14.
14. Okay.
No, oh, that's much better. That's 27.
27. 27, you were able to concretely start moving up. You get, let's say you start using your guitar, stabbing in and climbing up. You're making slow progress, and you can feel it threatening to tear you off with every single movement you make, but you are holding on for dear life.
Mhm.
As you'll see, Varys slowly start to climb. His eyes basically turn to a bleach white with rage, his hair whipping around, him getting soaked and almost torn to shreds, say on the skin level, just because of how fast and raging this wind is around. Y'all can feel it swirling around you. If there was anything to the sense of being able to safely stand outside of the eye of a storm, this is what it is. It feels almost as if this line of stone around this thing is just constantly, and I mean constantly, threatening to tear everything in it apart.
Uh, can I, as I'm climbing, can I, in my head, like, this is not a prayer, but he thinks of something. He just thinks, Lady Elistre, Wickermen, help me keep my promise to Mom. And as
It
he
is
keeps
not,
climbing,
as you hear in your head, it's not them who are here to help you, lad.
and I just, if I can reply back, I just say, but unlike you, they've proven that they've helped me in the past. You still haven't, and I start climbing.
More than you know. We'll talk later.
So,
Climb.
strength check?
Strength saving
So,
throw,
it's
not
strength saving
check.
throw. Fair. My athletics and my strength saving is the same thing. Oh, that's good. That's another 27. Let's see if I get a nat 20. I got a 1, so it's a 27.
27. Okay, there's a reason that the raging was very good here,
Yeah.
because the DC is actually quite high. I think you were the only person that could actually hit the DC of this with consistency. So as you do it, you climb up, and you're getting slowly towards up. You're about 20 feet high now at this point.
Another strength saving throw.
Uh huh.
16. 18.
18. Slowly starting to climb, getting closer and closer to it. You're about a third of the way up now.
Okay. And that one. 27.
27. You are very lucky. Slowly start getting up. Still climbing. You are feeling it whip around you. As you are hearing voices in the storm, voices from your past. Basically, voices that have been trying to kick you down and have tried to be putting you down your entire life. You hear them in the storm. Things of the past. People saying that you can't do something, that you would never amount to anything. But in the whole thing, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a straight throw, right?
Yes.
That's a 10.
Is a 10. That is the exact DC you needed to be able to resist that. But you do hear one voice among them. Hear one call out. Hear the voice of your mom. Varys, who may say that you will never amount to anything. They can't be further from the will amount to anything you can put your mind to.
Uh,
Go ahead and make me another strength saving throw.
would I would be able to consider this task as an enemy, right?
No, you would not. But this storm is.
Yeah.
If you're asking if you can frenzy during it, frenzy will not do anything.
Yeah. Okay.
And it will not increase your movement. This storm is way too strong for that.
Okay. So again,
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, remembering what his mom said, he starts climbing again with a smile on his face, and he remembers, I think, his mom saying how proud she was of him when, like, they last saw each other a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna go nat 1 again. Oh, that's much better. A 16 plus 8, which is a 24.
Okay, 24. You keep climbing. You realize you have reached above the halfway point of this tower as y'all see him starting to climb up. and you're realizing that he can actually do this. He can power through this. By the way, this is a high DC. I hope you know that. You've been just very lucky on getting double high rolls.
Dude, I've been getting nat ones and high rolls.
Yep, keep going. Roll me
Strength
another
saving
one.
throw. That is a 17. That's much better. That's a 24.
24. You get up another 10 feet. You made it up about 70 feet at this point.
How much more do I have to
You
climb?
can see the top from where you are. You can see it within. It is just out of reach. I need you to keep going.
Nat 20.
Not 20. Not 20. All right, with that,
28.
you're like, I can do this. But then, I will say that you get 15 feet from there instead of just 10. You can see this within reach. With the next push, you should be able to get to the top.
Yep.
I need you to keep going. Roll me another strength saving throw.
2 nat 20s in a row, baby.
Say what?
2 nat 20s in a row.
Natural 20. You start
Can
to
I
climb up.
Can I do something with a nat 20?
What do you want to do?
Can he use the, with the guitar stuck in, right? Can he use that kind of as a launch pad to, just jump up the
The
final?
wind is too strong for that.
Okay.
I will say no. I will say no to that. Even though it's cool, I will say the wind is too strong for that.
Right.
I will
that's
say
fair.
that you slowly start to do it. You pin it right to the top. You slam your guitar into the stone, and it just goes straight in. The magical one goes straight into it. As you pull yourself up, you see it there. But then you see 2 people standing there. You see Valkyr once again standing there, arms crossed, on one side. And on the other side of the pedestal, you see a vision of yourself. Basically one that's almost looks broken. Like, basically just looks very much like you, but, their eyes, they look almost empty. What will you do, lad? You take what is intended for you. As you see on a pedestal, this gray stone band looks on it there. It's currently about 10 feet away from you. And in the beginning, it's like, no. Imagine the responsibility that you're taking on by doing this. When has that ever been what we've wanted? When has that ever been what's been good for us? How many times have we tried this? How many times has it happened where all we do is hurt other people?
I think he looks at the vision of himself and he just. I never realized until I got back to Galdron about how broken I was.
Yeah, we are.
Run away from a lot of things, huh? From Mom, from Azura.
We're realizing there's no way we can fix it.
No, but we started changing it. We didn't run away from Dad this time. We're trying to make that work.
Did we?
I mean,
We ran
I
here.
called him.
We ran home.
We did run home to help him. To help him find closure.
It was to help you. You did it to help us. We
I
didn't do it
did.
for him.
See, that's where you're wrong. You're right. I did it for myself. I wanted closure as well. But this. We don't need to lie to each other. We've always wanted a happy family. And a part of us hoped that if he could fix whatever happened between Dad and Mom. And then we went and talked to Mom. We could have run away there too. We didn't need to talk to her.
Then this version of you calmly steps in between you and it. I won't let you throw us away.
God. I was such a fucking covered. Ugh. I was excited to get into a fight today. What better way than beating up my own pathetic self? As he starts getting ready.
Are you gonna attack it?
I just look at him like, I would rather not. You move, or I do this.
You could tell this thing is not gonna move. Kill the past, lad.
Tell the past? He just cracks his head and he starts his frenzied rage.
Right. I will say, just trust me. Make an attack without the frenzy. Trust me here.
No, it's mostly for the effect. Like he's
Okay,
going
yeah,
to go
then you
into
can do
that-
it. Okay, cool.
He's going into that kill mode.
Okay, kill
So,
mode.
yeah.
Roll your attack.
It's straight. Yeah, it's straight attack. That's a 10, 11, 12, 13,
Hits.
16. Okay. The damage,
You
right?
hit with a 10. You would have hit with anything but a nat 1. As you do it,
That is
and all of a
7.
sudden, you do not have to roll damage. You make this,
Mhm.
you just rear back with your fist. You swing it through. And like as you do, your vision goes white for a moment with that frenzied rage. But then all of a sudden, you're on top. The rest of you see the storm, which was raging and raging and raging, has now stopped. When your vision returns, Hedge, I would like you to refresh your character sheet.
Yeah. Refreshed. Uh,
And I would like you to look into your inventory. As you see this gray band is now on your arm.
the Carol.
Rise, the champion of Valkyr, wielder of Sakaralor, the fist of the coming storm.
So is it just? I haven't read what the Carol does yet.
You need to.
Before I do, because just look at the base. Like, you want to read it? Okay. I'm going to read it then.
If you would like to take a picture of it and send it to the
Okay.
crew, you can.
Yeah, I'll just start reading it.
Yeah, because there's a lot to Sakaralor.
Both on table this form changing fisted gauntlet was created with both in mind. If this is not equipped by someone who feels the fury of battle like a raging storm, they will begin to grow barnacles across their body and be transformed into an aquatic being. Holy shit, Volker handled nothing back with this, dude.
No, we did not. But it's
You
still
get a-
as fucked up than Umberly's.
Yeah, you gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. You are an attuned barbarian has their strength increased to 21. Let's go, baby! While raging, if it's not already higher. So it's 20 normally, but it'll go to 21 when I'm raging.
That is correct.
Uh,
There had to be a way to balance this.
yeah. You are proficient with aquatic vehicles. You know Aquan.
Do you know what that means with the aquatic vehicles?
Bro, I can sail my ship, dude!
You gain proficiency in boats, motherfucker!
I need to stop. Okay, I need to stop yelling because I have an apartment. Shipmaster. The gauntlet has two primary forms: the blade and the hook. As an action or as part of your bonus action, to activate your range, you can change the form of the weapon regardless of this form. The weapon deals 1d8 strength damage on hit. You may change the weapon form once per turn as a bonus action as long as you're raging. Okay, so it can be either the blade or the hook. The blade, like the razor-sharp wind from a storm, blades are wild and unpredictable. A large blade rises from the palm of the gauntlet in the form of a cutlass. So does it turn into an entire cutlass, or is it just the blade?
Basically, the end of the blade will turn into a. Normally, when it's in its main weapon form, it will be a fist. But then in the blade form, instead, your hand turns into it. That's why I sent you the prototype meme. Because if any of y'all have played prototype, it basically changes his arm the same way as Alex Mercer or James Heller's does.
Okay, a large blade rises attacks from the blade deals slashing damage. When you hit an enemy with an attack, you may use a bonus action to make another attack against another target within 5 feet of you, the one you struck. Oh, so it'll be like my offhand weapon, but instead of me. Okay, so it'll be like my offhand weapon, but instead of attacking the same person, I can attack someone else, right?
Mm-hmm.
You may use your bonus action. Yeah, the hook. Losing a limb is an advantage of the line of work. Attacks on the hook deal bludgeoning damage. When you strike a target with an attack from the hook, you may use your bonus action to grapple your target. The target must make a strength saving throw against your save DC. They make this check at disadvantage. What the fuck, dude? Make a strength saving throw against your save DC. What would you? I'll read
Your
that.
save
Okay.
DC would be based on strength.
So that'll be 10 plus proficiency plus strength, right?
8 plus proficiency plus strength.
So 8 plus 3 is 12. It'll be 17 right now.
17 is your save DC right now with this thing.
Yeah. They make the check at disadvantage. On a failure, this target takes 2d8.
I'm sorry, no. It would currently strength plus proficiency plus 16. Not 18. I was saying not 17, yeah. 16.
On a failure, the target takes 2d8 damage plus 2d8 plus strength piercing damage. If a target is medium or smaller, they are restrained. If they are larger, huge, they're medium or smaller, they're restrained? Holy fuck, dude.
But you can't. Basically, the offset of the hook is that you can't do anything while they're hooked.
Yeah. If the creature is large or huge, they are grappled. If the creature is gargantuan, they are considered grapple, but their movement speed is. I can grapple gargantuan creatures. They're
You are
considered-
literally taking a giant hook the size of a man's chest and hooking it in a fucker. What do you think?
If the creature is large or huge, but the movement speed is reduced by half. The target must pass a strength, athletics, or acrobatics check of the same DC. Pulling the hook out and disengaging of the grapple requires an action to perform. Water spouts. All weapon attack from Skylar.
Sicaralor.
Why did I say Scaralaw? Ignore resistance to the damage types they deal. What does so it ignores bludgeoning and
Piercing.
slashing damage. No slashing.
No, say
right?
slashing and piercing.
It says bludgeoning for the hook.
Oh yeah, oh sorry, attacks with it. So yeah, basically, so these would actually, yeah, these would resist bludgeoning and slashing, but the action of the hook piercing would not have the resistance of water spout.
And then a maelstrom is the water spot. A maelstrom is the ultimate test of a seaman's metal. How they handle its fury, how they use it to their advantage. Those who wield the maelstrom are as a weapon are my kind of man. Valka, god of tempest. I'll post a picture of what it looks like. So
I will
quick
post a
question.
picture of what it looks like, bitch.
Okay, good question. On my character sheet, it says 1d8 plus 6 slashing and 1d10 plus 6 slashing.
Because it is coded as a longsword. But I have to code it as a longsword based on the dice. So basically, you will only do the 1d8.
1d8, or the. So, okay, here's the thing. With the hook, right? The attack does 1d8 hook damage. And then if they fail it, they take 2d8 plus PS strength.
No. It's not. Let's say the hook is based on a. Oh yeah. You may use it to grapple. So yes, you can do that, but it will take an entire action to disengage the hook.
Okay, but so like, say I attack with the hook, right? It'll first and it hits. It'll first be a 1d8. Then if they fail the saving throw, it'll
You
be a
can
2d8.
make it. You do not have to though. But
Oh,
remember
because
that
it's
you will
bonus.
lose your attack on your next turn if you do it. Because it takes an action, not an attack, to disengage it. And you cannot attack with the weapon that you are currently have hooked into your opponent's body.
But I can also have my magic guitar as my offhand weapon.
You will only be able to make one attack with it though.
One attack.
Basically, like the other one will be like part of resisting there. There are ways I have balanced it. Like I said, Securalor is a lot, and it's good, but there are caveats to it. It is not as
Understand?
straightforward because again, you have the weakest subclass out of anybody in the party. There's a reason for that. That's why you get this. Because let's be honest, your guitars do jack shit for damage.
So it's a plus 9 to hit, d8 plus 6 plus my raging bonus, so that's another plus 2.
Yeah, you'll.
So that's an upgrade over my guitar, which are a d6.
They are.
Ooh. And this will be my main weapon, so my offhand will be my
Will be
my
your magic guitar. Yeah.
guitar. I'll move it to my offhand later.
Yep. All right. Well, as you'll see at the top of this pillar, let's see. Congratulations, Virus Rivers. I say, hail, champion of Valkyr, the god of sailors and the storm.
Can he try out the reverie?
You're welcome to.
And I guess he just looks down at the bracelet and focuses his intent into it.
So as you do, it starts to actually coalesce around your fist and forms a stone gauntlet. That then, which one form would you like to do? The blade or the hook?
I'll do the blade.
The blade. As you do, you see this giant cutlass form out of your arm. Or the blade is actually, it's basically almost as if like you're holding your hand like this, but the blade starts here and starts to like form up from there.
Maybe Jusaku might not. Jusaku might have some competition about being the greatest swordsman alive.
It's not just a sword, lad. As you feel it slowly start to change, and you see the hook, again, about the size of a man's chest.
That's a big hook.
Yes, it is. Boom. Boom. Boom.
It's here,
Boom.
isn't it?
As all of y'all start hearing something behind you. Boom. 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 And Boom. I'm sorry, it's not that far back. Like right there. As you realize, the storm was actually masking a lot of its movement. How dare you disgrace this site as the champion of Valkyr.
We got this.
I bid you to destroy it, but you will not fight it alone. As he reaches over, and he touches Sakaralor, which has morphed back into the bracelet. As now, you see it start to coalesce and expand upon your arm. It was originally two bands on your arm. Has now grown into 4. It is now reaching almost all the way up your forearm, as it now also has a glove emitting from the fist. Hedge, I would like you to refresh your character sheet again.
Are you ascending my weapon almost immediately? The fuck? Did you just transcend it?
This will not last. I say this will disappear once this battle is over. But for now, feel the full power of the champion of Valkyr. Y'all aren't seeing how busted this thing is at max
I just
level!
read what the harpoon does, dude.
You see what the harpoon does?
One keyword. I just read one keyword. You know what the keyword is, Hyper?
Thunderstep?
It's thunderstep, dude. I would thunderstep this motherfucker.
No, did you see what else? What other keywords are in that thing?
I did. So when in this form, you're treated as being under the effects of jump and long stride spells. Holy fuck. So that's 10 extra movement.
Uh-huh.
What does jump do? I'm not too
Jump
sure
basically means you can basically jump better.
Okay, so that's 60 feet, which means 90 feet. 90 feet of movement in a turn with frenzy. Okay.
You get how this could be good.
Should we cast? Okay, I need to read what the trident does.
Oh no, wait, hold up. That thunderstep is supposed to be twice. No, wait, no. I'm sorry. No, it is once per day per long rest.
Yeah. The trident storm will draw you in so you can tear it apart. The head of the trident formed of water attached to the trident deals 4 stab. 4. Okay. As an action, you may select an enemy within 60 feet. The enemy must strength saving throw to save DC of this weapon. A fail result of the enemy being pulled within 5 feet of you and taking 8d10 force damage upon arrival. So I can attack it? No, well, the action is.
This is an action, and it does not get. It does. It does not get the resistance thing from Hurricane.
Yeah. They all treat immunities as resistances.
Also, yeah, the trident deals force damage. Again, this is also a taste of because of the fact that this is also my way of like giving Hedge a little bit of a bone to throw because he's the only one of you guys that isn't going to be playing with a level 15 character with a fully level Reverie and getting to realize how broken this shit is. I figured, this would be a cool bit of the story, and y'all may need this. As you feel it, and you feel power surging through your veins. I also don't think you've read the coolest part about it. Scroll back up to the top, and I would like you to read that number next to what your what your strength becomes.
You get a +3 bonus to your attacks. Oh.
Guys, currently Hedge's Varys' strength is 25.
25.
25.
I'm sorry, Pods. The Carol has already replaced Yagu as well.
No, well, he's not a toy. Yagu is the bro.
I have a +13 to hit. It's a 1d12? It's a 1d12 now.
This is also because of the fact that your other one doesn't do much compared to this, by the way. I balanced that other one around the fact that you've got some.
Can I do something? I assume we're not gonna fight tonight, right, Hyper?
We're not gonna fight tonight. We do not have time for that.
Yeah. Can I start before the fight starts? Can I do something?
Depends on what you're gonna do, because there is something that Valkyr's about to tell you to do.
Okay. I was gonna chug a portion that Anders gave me.
You need to do it now.
Okay. He just you seem like
chugging it.
Chuck it up. Pull off the.
I will say the effects of Enlarge Reduce do not apply to Sakaralor.
What is that? Like the weapon doesn't become extremely large, right?
It does not become. I would say, well, no, the weapon will not gain any damage boosts. You do not need it, motherfucker.
Okay, so it's not just the damage boost; it's the size, so that he can
Yes.
like square up with the Tomb Tapper.
Yep.
So you just you hear him go, "I think we got this, guys." He just pulls over, like rips open the.
By the way,
potion
none
and
of y'all have
starts
seen
going.
what the fuck is going on up top. So as far as you
Oh,
know,
we're
like,
up top, right?
yeah, y'all are not. You are 90 feet in the air.
Okay. So I just start drinking the potion before the fight starts.
So then Valkyr says, "Go, Varus Rivers. Go and show that thing the wrath of the storm and what happens when you charge in and are not ready for it. Go." As he tells you to like jump at it.
And while I'm enlarging, dude.
So, are you gonna make the jump? Imagine yourself being in the face of that thing and punching it straight in the face with Sicaralor. Imagine yourself attacking it.
I'm just looking up something quickly. Okay. What he is gonna do is he's gonna transform it into the harpoon.
Yep. Actually, it already transformed into the harpoon for you.
Okay. And he just jumps down.
And I imagine you're raging.
Oh, 100%. I guess I have to start a new rage, right?
Yes, you do have to start a new rage.
He's not just raging hyper.
He's frenzy rage. Okay,
He's
so
frenzy raging.
you leap, and y'all see Varus leap off this tower, like screaming out. Y'all look up, and then all of a sudden you see him in a bolt of light, in like a flash of light, disappear from there. But y'all hear a stone crack as y'all turn around, and you see Varus punching the Tomb Tapper straight in the face. But Varus is also much bigger, so he's actually punching it almost on level. Like the cinematic shit of like somebody like teleport punching, doing that. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Can I roll damage for that?
We'll get to that at the start of the fight.
I can't control my. Oh wait, can I? Okay, now I can.
I was like, you should be able to.
That's actually not that bad. That's
No, wait, no,
14.
you cannot control your tokens. One moment. So you are actually now right here. And then Pod, who still has her fur babies around. I'll say Amelie still has her fur babies around, so I will try and get that for you. By the way, I also might have made the Tomb Tapper on level to, fight this. Fight against you guys with all of this, so I hope you're ready. What? Why are there two of Amelie?
I think one is supposed to be Chester, probably.
No.
Or Yagu.
What
Yagu.
the fuck? I know I put Yagu on there. That's weird that it just copied it and replaced it with Amelie. What the fuck? That was fucking weird.
I can cast this. I can cast Thunderstep up to 6th level.
No.
No, it's not right now, but it says up to your proficiency bonus.
Up to your proficiency bonus, yes, but you only
So
get
my
one cast
highest
per day. So okay, let me.
And I'm not saying right now, but my highest proficiency bonus will be +6. So at one point, if he lives long enough, he's gonna Thunderstep at 6th level.
I'm gonna kill Varus in his sleep, dude.
By the way, Phil, trust me, you will not be disappointed with what Drake Siphon does.
I never said I was going to be. What?
Trust me, reveries get broken at higher levels. Hedges is just getting that first taste before everybody else. Just because the fact that he's not getting the full
jealous
taste of the
I'm
big
not
stuff.
Jealous of Hedge, chill.
Dude, Transcendent is its final form, correct?
Yes, you are experiencing a weapon designed for level 15 plus players. You are literally holding the weapon that one of the weapons that help take down Nirvash. Because Sicaralor is actually the only weapon that ignores resistance and immunity to force damage.
And with the hook, he was probably able to slow.
He's gargantuan, so it doesn't really work as well, and that's only its walking speed. It actually doesn't impact flight.
Mm.
So let's see. Amelie got a. What did you get, Pod? Oh, you got a nat 1? RIP! 2. And then Josaku got a 24. Yagu got a 12. Oh. Ah, fucking hell. Oh, what the fuck? What the hell? Hold on, let me get rid of this token real quick. Phil, I'm gonna fix this just because it was like doing double.
Bro, I just want to start casting. No, Hyper, when you mentioned that virus could be able to teleport, I had an inkling it might be Thunderstep because I thought he might give me Misty Step, but I was like, Thunderstep would be way more fun though.
No, definitely like do not chill in a corner. This thing is still too powerful for Varus to take solo.
I don't know, dude. He seems pretty confident, dude. I think he can do it.
He's confident, but wait for it, because this thing. Remember, this thing will hit like a truck. Part of it is that head. One of the reasons I gave this is because I knew y'all would need it. Y'all would need Sekiro lore to like fight this thing on standard.
What does my potion do? Enlarge reduce, not just. So do I go from medium to large, Hyper?
You go from medium to large. Yes, that's why you are now 4x4. All right. All right. So when we start, Josaku will lead off. All right, everyone. But with that, that is where we will end tonight's session with that initiative starting, with combat starting up, with the Mauler of Galrin. And that is where we'll sign off. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will catch you all next week for the climactic fight of the Galrin against the Mauler and see if our heroes survive to save the city.